And we're live. Welcome to the Nick and Zac Show. I might as well be considered your host at this point because Nick never shows up. So with us, we bring us other people, and we have with us Josh.
What's going on, guys?
And today we've entitled the show "Questions Nobody Asked Get Answered." So first off, I got messaged this one. I can't even argue with the concept of why somebody's not on the show. I mean, it's cool. It's fine, but the issue comes. I want you to help me understand this one, Josh. Let me find this. Says, hey, I'm headed up to blank area for it's a little mountain or whatever. Right now for a night hike. I won't be able to join. I said, okay. And that's a thing? A night hike?
I don't know.
What the hell is a night hike?
Hiking at night.
I said it best. I said, what the F is a night hike? I said, is that a liquor? I mean, if it's a liquor, I understand now. Like, it makes all the sense in the world. But I don't know what a night hike is. Like, why is it people hike for fun? Is that the concept? Like, why would you walk for fun? It seems stupid.
The wheel was invented for a reason, man. For real. Like, why walk when you can just roll somewhere?
Or the combustion engine. If we can figure out how to make that work with squares, I don't care. Wheels, squares, triangles, anything other than walking. I mean, a track is an oval. I mean, that works.
The squares would become round soon enough.
I've seen triangular tracks, but the camera's over here. The triangular tracks for like wheelchairs and stuff that kind of like fold to walk up the stairs. I could see that. I could buy that. Well, let's see if we can turn this camera just a hair. There we go. So, I mean, that I could understand, but I don't understand some of this other stuff. It just doesn't make sense.
Maybe he wanted to go look at the stars. I mean,
possibly. I'm not going to argue against that concept. I just don't understand what a night hike is. But I'm gonna introduce you to something here. All right. Again, technically, right? I almost wish we could have had Nick here for this, but we're gonna address this here. All right. I want you to help me understand something here. We're going to share a screen. Chrome has a bug that can cause screen sharing to crash on Windows 10. It's pretty rare, but if it happens, you may want to use Firefox to share your screen. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Crash. Why not?
I don't think I even have Firefox installed.
I don't either. Like, I don't care. It's like, what's the worst that happens? It crashes? Like, okay. Okay, so I want you to see something here, all right? We have right here. Did it crash? It did. It crashed. Holy hell.
I can still hear you. I can hear you, but I don't see you moving. Now I don't hear you. Hi, did we crash? I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I think we crashed. That's kind of crazy. I don't know what to do. I'm going to go to YouTube, see if this is still live. Hold on, guys. Looking up this wonderful podcast we have going here. All super professional, like I swear. We know what we're doing. We are trained professionals. Nick and Zac Show.
Crashed. We crashed. It was the greatest thing ever.
You're back. I can see you.
We crashed. Oh, actually, I crashed, which is the best part. You were still live.
Oh, was I? I was trying to keep it going, but I couldn't get anything pulled up.
I brought it up on my phone. I heard. Do we attempt a second try?
Why don't you just send me a link and I can pull the page up to look at it?
Well, no, because then we don't share with our listeners. Do I have Firefox on here? I mean, that might be a thing.
Can't you just like pull it up on? Oh, holy Jesus! Hold on.
I know I have a Firefox.
Okay.
I do apparently have a Firefox. Well, we'll see if this works.
Well, can't you just pull it up on your screen for you to look at, and I pull it up on my screen? You do want
but
the people to
other
see.
people can't see.
Send these people the link.
Oh my God, no, because that's too much work for like. This is literally called questions answered. Nobody's asking these questions, so how would that work? I mean, that doesn't make any sense.
Has this podcast ever made sense?
Of course.
To whose deranged mind?
Why would it not make sense? Of course it makes sense. Like the fact that my Firefox has to update first.
The fact that this is called the Nick and Zac Show.
And Nick is never here. Exactly.
And who is Nick?
Well, yeah, that's a thing. That's even a thing. I mean, if you stop and look, is Nick real is a hashtag. I mean, we're the only ones who use it, but it is a thing.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, my wife says constantly Nick's not real. She doesn't believe in him.
I am doing something.
She doesn't believe in him. He's like, like once you get older, Santa Claus, that thing, yeah, that's a thing.
There's a 3-year-old.
Santa Claus is real, okay?
I know. That's why I did not word it any differently than how I worded it, because I have a child in the house. If you can't hear the psycho.
I can hear your child.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's trying to bite right now. I'm not really sure what's going on.
I dropped mine off with their mother today. They're gone for a week. I'm bored. I don't know what I'm going to do, so.
Quarantine?
I figured.
Stop! Katarina!
You can only quarantine so much before you lose your mind.
Right. Let me see if this Firefox is.
So what are these questions nobody asked that we are answering today?
Well, we have questions like what I'm trying to pull up. I mean, it would work well if we can do this. And I think my Firefox just updated.
So we sit here in silence for a few minutes while we try to see if your thing's updated?
No. I mean, you can talk. I was trying to do something. No, it updated. It literally updated. I'm just trying to get it to open.
Oh, well, I don't
there
usually.
We go. That's a thing.
I don't usually have a whole lot to talk about, so.
I mean, but you could do something about that. I mean, it's
what
easy.
What the heck? Well, I'm looking at your YouTube right now, and your last video got 38 views, which I was impressed by. The one before that, 61. The one before that, 109. What the heck is going on?
These are total views. I know. That's the thing. There's enough people looking and going, okay. But if you notice, the difference is made by Nick sharing the show, and if he
by
doesn't
Nick
share,
actually showing
nobody watch. Well, no, I don't think they really care if Nick's here. I mean, nobody does. I don't care that Nick's here. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, if I cared about Nick being here, I mean, he would literally be here. Now, how in the hell is this supposed to work? Share using okay, I have to use an application window. I got it. Okay, let's hope this works, because otherwise we're sharing like my Bill's sticky notes and okay, never mind. Just go ahead and crash, you stupid. Oh my god. I don't understand this. Like, go back. Okay, can you see these? I can't tell if you can see these.
No, I can see nothing except for your static picture of your face. Kind of tilted sideways.
Hold on.
Whichever way it is. Oh, something's loading.
Okay. Okay.
Ethan Van Sciver.
Okay. So we have Ethan Van Sciver's Wreck Planet, right? Okay.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So what we look at and we see here, right? Let's come down here. Show me the pictures. Come on. Why can't you load? What is wrong with you? It's Firefox. That's a problem. Okay, right here, right? You see these wasps, right? The Vespis. See VYZPZZ Vespis, right? Freaking, giant freaking bee things, right? Coming from space, trying to, however you want to look at it, right? Okay, here's the thing. Like, see, here we got a dead bee. Can you see this dead bee? I mean, I'm trying to play a bounce back and forth. So you see the bee, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the Vespis, right? Okay, now I want you to stop and see something. I want you to see something here. This motherfucker, all right? This thing right here. You see these things? These murder hornets, all right? These murder hornets are a thing, all right? And you're telling me that Cyberfrog is not important, all right? And it's teaching you how to survive this murder hornet, all right? Hide in the woods, wear red, the constant smoke, stay in the smoke, stay in the woods. All right. I'm telling you, you gave me nothing but crap, but it's right here. It's right here. And it's come to America.
Oh my God.
All right.
They're not quite as big as they are in the comics. I'm sorry.
Questions nobody asked. All right. Look at these things. Look at these. That's a notebook. That's one of those little notepad things. One of those little spiral notepads.
Yeah, they're big.
I mean, look at these things. Look at these. That's on him. Look at this. It's in his fingers. This thing is huge. Why? Why would these things even exist?
I can't answer that. I'm sorry. Obviously, Mr. Skyver, whatever his name is, has all the answers. Ask him.
Well, it would be a Van Skyver because I mean he is. It is a Van and then Skyver. So not Mr. Skyver. I mean that's completely.
I'm sorry, I am not as big a fanboy.
No. I mean it just is what it is. I mean that would. I mean I'm not throwing out your last name, but it'd be like me calling you Ja instead of Josh. Or Shish. Shish. I'm just going to call you Shish from now on. All right. Shish. It makes a lot of sense. All right. I'm just going to say half your name.
Well, there's a space. There's a word, then a space, then another word. So you're comparing tomatoes and oranges. It's similar, but very different.
But they're still fruits.
Yes, but it's still very different.
Well, right, because it's also a vegetable. I mean, you're the one who picked tomatoes, and
I don't know why I do these shows with you, but I definitely know why I drink.
I know why you do. Look at these things. Oh my God, what is wrong with this? What is this thing? How does this exist? Oh my goodness, what in the world? Look at the size of that thing. Is that in his fingers? Please tell me that's photoshopped. Holy Christ. Murder hornets not likely in Michigan for years, experts say. Yeah, but that doesn't mean never. That doesn't say never. That says years. Oh my God, I gotta see this. How bad is this? There is no way they're that big. All right, that no way. No, I love
absolutely not
things, but I mean that's kind of freaky. I mean, oh my God, what if it was though?
Well, life would start to suck.
Oh my God, what? Oh my God, it's the size of his thumb. Why? Okay, I'm asking. I've heard. I'm not the first to say it. I am not. I will be the last to try to pretend I am somebody I'm not here. All right, and take credit for something that's not mine. But are we in this is some like Old Testament stuff? We have a plague. We've got giant freaking bugs coming through. Like, what's next?
There's a nifty little video floating out there somewhere of a praying mantis fighting and eating a murder hornet.
I saw a picture of it. I did not investigate any farther. I would not trust a praying mantis with a murder hornet. Like, look, this is already scary enough as it is. I'm not. No, George.
Hey, the praying mantis wins. So just get a bunch of those around your house and you're good.
Oh my God, my wife's playing some sort of video game right now, and it says warp kill, and I thought it said wasp kill. I was like, oh my God, they're everywhere.
It's in the games.
Oh.
I think it was in BioShock, where you had the power to summon a swarm of hornets.
Oh my God, and now it says paint warp or something. I don't know. Point warp. Okay, so yeah, like paint wasps. That's the next fucking thing. That and this. Okay, and this stupid Tiger King thing. I'm sick of freaking hearing about. I'm sick of this Tiger King. Like, why? Why is this a thing?
Still never watched it.
I won't watch it. Look, there's enough Daniel Tiger on my TV. I don't need to add any more. Does not carry well with Josh. Okay.
Oh, no, sorry. I was looking it up because I didn't remember what actor it was. But actually, Nicolas Cage, has been cast to play Joe Exotic or the Tiger King in a TV show.
Why? Why do we need a Tiger King TV show? There's already a freaking documentary. And why would Nick Cage, does he really still need money that badly?
No, but because the resemblance is uncanny, I guess. It works.
If we say so. I don't know.
It's just another show I won't watch.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Why would if I won't watch the stupid documentary? Why would I watch that?
Right.
I got nothing. But yeah, we got freaking giant killer wasps. I mean, somebody help me understand this. Like, how is this a thing? All at the same time as the coroner.
The Earth is pissed.
I won't buy that. I don't buy that. The Earth is not sentient.
I don't know, man. Something's got to give, though. Where's my drink?
You think so? You would think something's got to give, but it hasn't. It hasn't given yet. I don't know. I don't know. I don't pretend to understand. This whole thing is that I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss.
Me pouring a drink doesn't make this like some higher rating on your YouTube, does it?
I have no idea. Who knows with all that? Yeah, probably not.
If it gets tagged, it gets tagged. Sorry.
Oh no, we're marked as a not child friendly video. So you have to be over 13 to watch us or something.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, come on. YouTube doesn't want to like kids watching us. Are you insane? Don't worry. I did hear from Nick of the Nick and Zac Show not too long ago. Yeah, it was how was this worded? Good, I got a hold of him with plenty of time to do. Still in the middle of my workout. Then why are you on Facebook Messenger? All right, what in the world? Like, you are not in the middle of a workout. You might have just crap. He messaged me. I started a workout. Wait 15 minutes. Oh, I'm in the middle of a workout. Yeah. We're on to you. We are on to you.
All right. What next question do we have? I've heard enough of the murder hornets. We already hit Joe Exotic for Tiger King.
We did. I don't know. This coroner has ruined this show. Like, there's no other questions. Everybody's just asking about coroner. I mean, honestly, I still want to know.
Nobody's asking. Remember, that's the title.
I know, but I want to know what a night hike is. Like, what's the proof on this?
Let's Google it.
Are you actually Googling, or are you just like...
What is a night hike? Night hiking 101. How to hike safely in the dark. So there you go. There's your answer.
Elaborate. I don't understand this.
Is it dangerous to hike at night?
Yes. Oh God, of course it's dangerous to hike at night.
Know your surroundings. Hiking at night, especially if you've never done it before, can be creepy and disorienting.
I did enough hiking through the woods in the Army. Like, this sounded like a bad idea then. They at least gave you like night vision, or just told like a rifle. I mean, are you hiking with a rifle?
Why not?
I can understand.
Why not?
I don't know. People get mad when they show up at the freaking the state house with rifles. I don't understand this.
Come on, there's a difference between the state house and a trail in the mountains somewhere.
No, you get in trouble if you shoot people at either one.
More at the state house, because there's most likely going to be more witnesses. If you pick a smart place on the path, you'll get away with it.
No, you won't.
No
We will
witnesses.
not. We will not elaborate on that any farther. But the answer.
As
to that
long as you don't turn yourself in, you're golden.
Yeah. Yeah, I highly recommend that. It's still a stupid idea either way.
Well, yeah, shooting people is usually dumb.
Well, yeah.
There are caveats to that. Sometimes it's a great idea to shoot people.
War. They're shooting at you.
Self-defense.
Yeah, they're shooting at you. They broke into your house.
You're stuck in a battle royale situation and you have to.
They brought a knife.
Why not?
I mean, a knife to a gunfight.
No, I got into an argument with one of my friends about it. He was very adamant about you should never, there is no reason to bring a gun to a protest. And I strongly disagree with that.
No, elaborate. Go ahead, please. This is the wisdom of this show.
Well, he was talking about how, they're being terrorists because they brought their gun. Like, no, they're not being a terrorist. There are plenty of things that are worth, protesting against with your guns. Look at how the country was born. If it's unjust, yeah, protest it with your guns. If you don't like that they reduce the speed limit from 55 to 50, don't be an idiot and protest with your gun. That's just dumb. But if you're there peacefully, that's a protected right. You're allowed to bear arms. You're allowed to take your gun out in the public. You can't be stopped just for having a firearm on you.
Right. They're legally allowed to, whether it's stupid to do or not. They can, and I think that's the biggest issue people have.
If stupidity was a crime, the world would be shut down forever. That's all there is to it. You can't legislate stupidity. I'm sorry. You look like you want to say something.
No, I mean, you can legislate stupidity, but that's besides the point. No, I mean, stop and think. I mean, they have the right to bring their weapons. I mean, in an open carry state, they can open carry. I mean, be it smart or not. I mean, and you can't. And the problem of looking and going, oh, look, blah, blah, blah. They're a bunch of morons because look obviously they're stupid because of this. And then they showed that one video or picture of that guy screaming in the cop's face. Well, it turns out when he gave his side of it, he's like, actually, I was yelling at the person behind them. They just took the picture when they took it. The person behind them I saw being aggressive towards a female protester, some nonsense. Whatever the reason was, he was yelling at somebody else, and they took that picture. Like, oh, he's yelling and screaming and spitting in the face of these masked cops. I'm like, well, masked vigilantes. I mean, how are we looking at these cops? I mean, just 6 months ago, a cop in a mask was a bad deal.
Right. Now everybody's got to wear them. Can't tell if you had a son.
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay. You disappeared on me.
Hey, no, you're good.
Yeah. I don't know. The world's full of crazy people doing crazier things, but you live and you learn.
It used to be if somebody had a mask on, I wanted to stay away from them because obviously they should not be in public. They were ill, something, or crazy. Now it's like you're supposed to be like, oh, hey, no mask? Get away from me. Ugh! We had somebody knock on our door today, and they didn't have a mask on. My wife almost It was after the fact. She's like, I should have looked at him and been like, no mask, and slammed the door in their face. she, in fact, just dealt with them like a normal person.
Do you have to wear them while driving your truck?
No, because I'm by myself.
Yeah.
I change state lines often, and when I go into states that have wear a mask rules for going into any place of business.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Oh yeah. Oh god. Okay, hold on. We'll do this.
How many government entities have said that they're not effective and they should only be used to keep an infected person from spreading it, not from a healthy person to keep them from getting it?
I know it changes every day. It depends on what's convenient. But the problem is, I can understand the concept. I can. Okay, I'm sending this to you on Messenger so I can pull the. Oh, how am I going to pull this up? Can I? This has to work. I'm sure it works somehow. Stupid screen sharing thing not working normal.
Okay, so we got a
Here,
picture of you wearing a mask.
Yes, we have a picture of me wearing a mask.
I don't know where you're at though.
I'm gonna exactly. That's the point. I'm gonna crash this computer, aren't I? Let's see if I can separate it out.
Did you hear about the lawmaker in Ohio who refuses to wear a mask because it dishonors the image of God?
No, that's funny.
Yeah,
people are dumb,
aren't they? Like they're making all these rules and everything that we have to wear these masks, but yet they don't.
My thing is the double standard. The double standard. That's my problem.
Right. Was this a local factory?
No.
No? Okay.
No. No. Yeah, you're looking way too deep into this. Like, I guarantee you've probably never read that.
No. Because I was just saying it looks like the factory your stepdad works for, or drove for, or still does. I don't know.
No longer.
Oh, okay. I haven't talked to him in quite a while about it. So,
I like how it downloaded and it's not opening. That makes a lot of sense. Oh God, it's priceless though. It is freaking priceless. Why does these computers not work right? If they wouldn't be crashing, we would be fine. But no, let's crash.
Fix your Google Chrome, dude. Come on now. That's not my phone. This is.
What? You hearing noises?
Thought I heard kids outside.
Not me. It's not me.
There's been a group of 13, 14-year-old kids who have decided they want to walk right through my yard, right beside my house. Like half a foot away from my windows.
Oh, fun.
It happens.
Sense. Let's see. Did it just work this time?
I don't know. I don't have the window open.
No. It has to work on my computer itself before it can work on that side.
So what do you want to point out about this picture, though?
No, I was just going to put the picture up. I think it's fucking hilarious.
I mean, it's you in a big red mask.
Yeah,
that looks like it's a crappy cloth mask. That doesn't do anything.
It is. And I know it does. It does do things. It makes it so I can't breathe.
And probably fogs up your glasses so you can't see.
No, it just really makes it so I can't breathe. It's double thick.
Yeah, it's stupid. Now, do you think they'll do away with the masks soon, especially since they're starting to open things up? Or do you think we're going to be stuck being forced to wear these masks for months?
They're not going away anytime soon.
They should, because it really sucks trying to work wearing one of these masks that it's hard to breathe out of. Hey, there it is.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. There you go. It is what it is. Yeah, it's not gonna last long. Don't worry. Don't you worry. That's not gonna last long at all.
I'm just ready to get some stuff opened up.
Wearing masks will. That one won't.
Dude, I need a haircut.
Cut it yourself.
I am blind out of one eye, dude. I can't see straight to do that.
It just has to. You don't have to. Just one length.
I don't have clippers with a guard, so that's not going to work either. Or I can just grow it all out and be like a Grizzly Adams motherfucker.
It's not that hard to do. I mean, you just get the clippers and it's really easy.
I'd like to keep some hair on my head so I don't look bald and retarded. Because, I mean, this doesn't work well with the hair. It works even worse without it.
Well, I mean, you don't know that. I mean, when was the last time you had your hair short?
Hair short or shaved? I've had it short most of my life.
Short. No. You take like a 4 and you just buzz the whole thing to one length.
Oh, dude, I do like a 4-2 fade. So I've had it short most of my life.
Oh, it actually is kind of like receding hairline, isn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you might as well do it. I mean, go for it.
No.
Did you ever watch Fanboys?
I don't think so.
The movie Fanboys. Oh, they got the one guy in it. He oh shoot. I can't remember what character he played, but he was like the guy who set up Wikipedia or something. And you kind of had that because he had like the bigger head thing going. Like, you should go for it. Do that. Cut this down to a goatee. This will get cleaned up here later this weekend too. Cut it down to just a goatee. Keep it short and keep short hair so it's the same length. I'm telling you.
Nope. I'm gonna grow it all out.
I think a while
longer.
I think if you did the goatee, you could have a thing going.
So I'm looking up Fanboys. I don't think I've seen this.
Oh, here, let's throw this out. The first comment, we'll go with this, right? Would you go with this? Well, we'll cut a deal on your hair and facial hair, right? The first comment, not from me, on freaking on YouTube, the first person to comment, even if it's like 6 months from now, the first person to comment, they whatever they comment for it is what happens. If somebody's crazy enough that what they watch 32 minutes and 20 seconds into this right now to make a comment on this gets to choose whether or not you keep a beard or goatee and if you trim your hair really short, all one length.
Sure, because I just commented saying not cutting it. Sorry.
No, it can't be you. It's got to be a comment.
You said somebody that's not you.
Comment. You did not type a comment.
I did too. Look. Okay, it's chat. You can't comment right now. It's chat. So
well, yeah, no. Yeah, the post. It says post a comment on YouTube. You post a comment. Oh, did he really? That doesn't count.
No, fuck you. Count. You said the first person that's not you.
It just popped up. It just no, because you can't just use a fake name.
I use my name. That's what I'm called. That's how you say my last name. Yeah, hold on. Because I knew you were gonna have Shasta fucking shadowing this shit.
Cut it. It says right there, cut it.
Nope, sorry. Mine's first. I will screenshot that shit and send it to you every day if I have to.
See, so not cutting it. Sorry, yeah, but that has nothing to do with your goatee. She says cut your beard.
No, she said cut it. That could be anything. Maybe she wants me to cut my fucking nose off. Okay,
I don't know. Your nose off. She might support such a thing.
She probably would.
She wants you to be happy. She wants you to be happy with who you are, and so she's willing to support your.
She's willing to cut it for me.
Well, that's not social distancing, but I'll cut it for you.
Now I got to go to her if I want it colored. That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, she'll color your hair.
Okay. Okay.
Will you color your hair before court?
No. No, not doing it.
Be like, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I had to do this. YouTube said so.
I've become a YouTube influencer, damn it, and they said
I have, and they said I must color my hair. They paid me $10 to color my hair.
Money's money, damn it.
Yeah, I had to take it. It's COVID-19.
No, not doing it.
Yeah, sorry. It wouldn't be anything crazy, like an undercoat, like the way she does. So it's like on the top, it's like the normal hair, and underneath your hair would be a color.
Why don't we just hold on? Let me try to put this back Just get it all spiky. Just do a mohawk, faux hawk thing out of it, and get a big old
Cut it into a mohawk.
foot tall fire truck red mohawk, or let's
No,
do lime green.
She has
I don't
pink.
care.
She has pink.
Okay, pink. My girls will love it.
They would.
But
actually.
no, we are not. No.
No. Get a mohawk though. Get a mohawk.
No,
Why not?
because I'm not a crazy teenager anymore. I'm
All
a
the more reason to do it.
32-year-old lazy sumbitch and adult. Okay.
No, you got to get the mohawk that when it comes up, it's a mohawk, but when it comes down, it folds over like normal hair.
So
You know
I look
exactly
like I have a
what-
comb over like fucking Donald Trump.
Actually, everybody says his hair hasn't looked as crazy lately. I haven't looked.
I don't know. I
If
don't.
I catch it, it's only ever like audio on like the radio. So like I've heard he's not like his hair actually is looking more real.
Well, with his billions of dollars, you think he could actually get a good toupee. But yeah, whatever.
Why
This-
pay for a toupee if you don't need to? That's natural hair. That's
Because you
the best
do.
part. That's
When
the
your
best
hair looks
part.
like that naturally,
No, I'm just saying. Okay, I have to agree. Okay, if you watch any of the Joe Rogan thing, he literally says the dude needs to just shave his head. Like after his next election, shave his head and grow a freaking goatee and just look like a mean motherfucker. Nobody will mess with it. Everybody will be like, "Oh, we ain't going to war with that country." You see that, dude? Somebody actually like digitally edited it, like with like Photoshop or whatever, where he has the shaved head and a goatee, and he looks like it's like, oh my god. I wonder if I can
I tell you what.
have 3 people watching. Hey, okay, so
Whoa, what? We have
yeah,
three
yeah,
people?
yeah.
Hey, random person.
Hey, post a comment. Give us a topic. Go right ahead. Well, I mean, besides Donald Trump and goatee and shaved head, because I mean I think we hit that one already. And I mean everybody would just immediately go, "Oh, he's a skinhead." We always knew he was a Nazi. But I mean, pull the Joe Rogan look. Go for it. He's already done wrestling. Let's see him jumping like the MMA ring while we're at it.
Yeah. See, the bad thing about growing this is it's pretty thin on the sides here.
Yeah.
And here, so it doesn't really grow in.
Right.
But-
This is laziness. Laziness. That's all this is. It's just I'm not in the army anymore, so I don't have to shave every day. I probably should still.
Oh no, I have a picture on my phone of the last time I was clean shaven, and I hate it. I have
No,
such
I didn't say go clean shaven. I said cut it into a goatee.
no, but that's why I grow it all out because, dude, I have such a baby face, and when I do trim it, and like if I get rid of the neck beard, you see my
Right.
double chin, and I don't like it.
Leave it a deep goatee.
I think that looks a lot worse than a regular goatee, though.
Go to just a mustache.
And then I look like a fucking pedophile.
No, not just a mud. Like you gotta have the long mustache. Wait, no, that's that Daniel Tiger thing now too, isn't it?
I should just let it grow out really long and do like the Dudley Do-Right handlebar mustache.
I mean, you could. Who all is watching right now? Why are you not commenting, people? Like, I would like to know. I really would.
It
Why
says we have 3 watching.
why are you watching? Like, we are horrible. Like, what are you watching
Well,
for?
one of them's me. The other's going to be your wife.
No, she's not watching.
So we have 2 random people watching.
We might have 2. I mean, it might be. No, it might be hers. She might be in the other room watching. But
Okay, so we have at least
we
one.
got at least one person. It's probably Nick. Unless it's Mike who was on the other day. Mike, if it is you, send us a message. We'll bring you in. We will talk. Or let's go back to guns and protests because I really would like your input on that. I think you could give us good input.
If it's
I
Zach
really do.
of the Nick and Zac Show, fuck
It's
you for
not,
not showing
right?
up on time. Damn it.
Do you mean Nick of the Nick and Zac Show?
Oh yeah, sorry. I haven't eaten today, and I've been drinking Patron. So
Yeah, that's what you want to tell everybody. That's smart.
I mean, I don't have my kids. I can be slightly more irresponsible right now.
Oh, of course.
If I had my kids, I would have at least eaten first.
Okay, here's the thing, right? Can I know we're supposed to take we should take the virus seriously. More seriously than most of us do, and less seriously than some of us do. But okay, we've hit a point now where I've noticed there's an impediment on my life. And I don't like impediments. I can understand when you can't work because I've had days where I can't work. I do feel for the people who can't work at all, even though at least for a change, the government's doing their best to try to take care of them. We'll go with try. But Walmart, you can go into Walmart. You can go into Walmart with your kids.
Yeah.
Menards, you can go into Menards. You cannot go into Menards if your kid's less than 16.
Yes.
This is crap.
Yes.
Well, you can order online and pick up at the store. I don't trust you to pick out frickin' lumber. Are you kidding me? Have you ever seen the lumber they pick? That thing will be bowed. They just take off the top. They don't go through to make sure you've got good lumber at all.
No, they don't care. Why would they? They can get rid of their bad stock on somebody who's already paid for it. Why would they care?
That's the title we gave it. Yeah. There is still that other Nick and Zac show. They changed their logo to a WWE logo. And I don't understand this thing. I mean, oh my goodness. It's a bunch of kids.
We still have random viewer not talking.
We do have a random viewer not talking. I still think it might be Mike, and it's like, Mike, come on, jump in. If it's Nick, you've got no excuse. You could at least type a comment.
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever.
If it's my other cousin though, from the other side of the family, so not you, they're not your relative. If it's my other cousin, I want to know what a night hike is. I still don't know what a night hike is. Where do I buy this? And how much does it cost?
Oh.
And what's the proof on it?
I don't think it is what you're thinking it is. I'm sorry. We already explained this. It is not an alcoholic beverage. It is not something you can drink. It is physical exercise at a time of day. I'm sure you did them in the Army at some point in time.
Not by choice.
Well,
is it food?
You could have food during it.
Trail mix?
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm watching, myself in this, and I can slowly see this decaying into me drinking more and more as it goes on. And how loopy can Josh get before the end of the video will be the new title.
No, I don't retitle, but the real question is, it is questions unanswered. That
could be one.
Question, but
we're gonna have an answer.
Yeah, we might have an answer. But yeah, I mean, look, is it food?
No, it's not food. It is an action performed.
I've been demeaned this whole week, mind you.
You've been demeaned?
Demeaned.
By who?
Completely. A customer. They literally get mad if you're like the freight I deliver. There's no real appointment times. You can't do it. It's just not the style of work I do. And if you're not there by 10 o'clock, rah, 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 okay. Even dispatch looks and goes, there's nothing we can do. I mean, especially COVID-19, we only have so many people, right? We do the best we can, but sometimes it might be 10:02. I'm not even kidding you. It might be 10:02. Because I've gotten there before 10 o'clock. Even if it's 5 minutes before 10 o'clock, he's been putting smiley faces on my fucking paperwork. Every day he writes the time and puts a smiley face. I'm like, the first time I get it. The second time, okay, you're literally just trying to make a point. You're
trying to aggravate you.
Yeah. That's after I kid you not. Yeah, you know what you're hauling. No, it doesn't concern me. It's your freight. It's your stuff. Then doesn't bother me at all. You've got medical equipment. Why does that say? Well, first of all, that does. define medical equipment. Second of all, why does that say the stone pizza plate for like the oven, whatever the hell they were? One of it, it's like chainsaw, lithium batteries. I don't know how you're using this in medical equipment, but all right, buddy, sure, we'll go with it. Thank you.
Medicinal pizzas, man.
Medicinal,
the newest thing.
Well, I mean, it is Michigan. It very well could be a medicinal pizza.
It could be.
I've got back pain.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, we have 4 people watching now.
We do have 4 people watching. I see that.
We have to keep trying to engage the audience. So random people, comment a topic. We'll discuss it. We might be retards, but we'll try. And you can see a slightly inebriated person's point of view.
Could be. We could also see.
Could also see what?
Look right there. It's on the screen. It's on your screen.
No.
We're having a texting war, apparently. This is where this show is gone.
I'll tell you what, though. If I do decide to cut it, we can do a live show of me getting my hair cut and colored, and we can discuss obscure topics and have a drink with each other. Discuss our favorite liquors.
I also plan on punishing myself this weekend if that's fair. I think I'm going to sit down. Disney Plus has put on, so I don't have to pay extra to watch it, Rise of Skywalker.
Oh,
I better suffer through it for the fans that don't watch your show.
I'll send you a Facebook message real quick.
Okay.
I paid for a year subscription of Disney Plus recently. Right. So if you want to use it, it's no issue for me.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, yeah, we've got it right now too already. We got rid of Hulu though.
Oh, there you go. I just sent you my email and password for it. So.
Not that we would admit to such a thing, Disney company.
No, Disney. If you are watching this, we love your services and pay for everything. Open up Disney World, you assholes.
And let us in for free.
It's ran out of magic, they say, because of COVID.
Disney World ran out of magic?
Because it shut down. There was actually somebody trying to self-isolate or social distance.
Is that what it was? I saw something about somebody living in like the old zoo or something in Disney World. Disneyland? Disney World.
Whichever one.
The Florida one.
Yeah, trying to, quarantine and social distance away from everybody. And the happiest place on earth. I mean, that's actually a great idea, but you got caught.
Well, I mean, there's nothing there, though. I mean, it's not really the happiest place on earth if you're hiding in the abandoned, shut down freaking zoo.
I mean, you're away from everybody else with no worries in the world. That's pretty great.
I mean, that's as smart as going, I'm going to go hang out in, like in, mind you, like, not like theme park, but I'm going to go hang out. Well, I guess it technically was. I'm going to go hang out at Jurassic Park, even though all the dinosaurs ate everybody like 6 months ago. Like, that makes sense. That's cool.
Why not?
I'm going to go hang out there. Nobody got rid of the dinosaurs, but, this virus that could be infecting everything in Disney World right now. Yeah, sure.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh my God! This virus has destroyed our show. Well, I mean, what is there? Everything
the show was already destroyed.
Well, it was absolutely. Everything loops back to coronavirus, and the thing is, I understand, and I completely understand people getting frustrated, being trapped at home. You will only keep American people isolated in their homes for so long before they go, no. No, we don't do very well with that. I mean,
it's been driving me crazy. Absolutely nuts.
Which one is it? Yeah, like unlawful imprisonment? Like, how is this not a thing? We let you leave occasionally. That's called house arrest. We just put the whole country on a house arrest.
Well, and it kind of raises, there's a lot of questions on the legality of the governor's orders being passed down, because there's been no, national orders, nothing passed by President Trump himself saying you all have to stay at home. What's the legality on it all?
Well, it falls into the 12th Amendment, the 12th, yeah, but where everything falls back on the states. Anything not prescribed to the federal government puts back on the states, and this falls back on the states. So every state can make their own decision, which is why we can open up each state individually.
Let me look up the 12th Amendment.
Pretty sure it's the 12th. My computer's
No, I think you're right, but
Mr. Romer TV. Hi,
Oh,
guys.
okay. We should be having a comment coming through here shortly. There it is. I'm not sure who you are, Mr. Gomer TV, but heyday, guys, to you too.
Hey, we got a comment. That's pretty cool.
I'll take the comment. It doesn't really give me a topic, but what I don't. Yeah,
it's nice to meet you, Mr. Gomer TV. I don't know what to say about us, but
unless
if you have,
you're a bot, unless you're one of those weird things that are trying to get me to like to buy things, and I don't. We don't have money for that. But if you're a fan, awesome. Thanks. I'm still not buying anything.
Right?
Yeah. But yeah, you're now the first featured individual to comment that we actually like have no idea. Well, I mean, no idea who you are. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That's the other thing. I'm bad at this. You'd think I'd be good at this by now. I watch enough YouTube, and well, hold on. Let's see. I got
supposed to like, comment, and subscribe.
I have voice for radio, and that's it.
He said, "No, I'm just trying to watch some good streams."
Oh,
we got another one. Do you support justice for Noah Noagan Yan?
Look it up, Josh.
I don't know.
Find out what this is. I think it's that new individual that I've been seeing on the Facebook thing. Is it the Facebook still, or is it Facebook now? The Facebook. Anyways, I've been seeing it on the FaceTime thing. It's a kid who got, I don't know, like 23. Was it 23-year-old black male who got shot by two random like individuals? It might be who that is. It might just be Baby Noah. Is that the British one?
Mr. Aiden Notester, can you explain to us who this Noah, you wrote Noah again Young is?
Wait, I heard about justice. Justice? Child abuse. See, okay. I'm not sure who all you people are. It's awesome that you're talking to us. Some of these I don't like talking things I'm not 100% sure of the backstory on to be able to support. Cyberboyd? Okay. Here we go, Josh, so you can follow this a little easier. With Cyberboyd, okay, how did it happen? Can you pull this up, Josh, see if you can find. Do you have a link, Aiden? If you have a link, we'll pull up the link and we'll even screen share this thing.
Yeah, I'd love to read the story on it and see what happened, and I'd be glad to give you my perspective on what happened.
Nolan Larson, 15-month-old, was fatally injured on August 15, 2016 in care of a babysitter. Died on August 18, 2016 after his family donated his viable organs. Babysitter's identity is protected by the state of Massachusetts. Babysitter was also caring for Noah's twin sister, M, and her son. Okay, I'm going to go with I don't have enough on this, but look, I'll tell you straight up. I am 100% leery on I'm 100% leery on anything that is people babysitting for you. I hate to tell you, if it's not a daycare, I don't trust it, and I don't even use daycare. My wife is a stay-at-home mom for the sheer fact that daycare is so expensive. if you can't just, it's so much harder to just sue a random uncertified babysitter that I can't bring myself to do it. I don't know enough about the story to be able to thank you, Aiden. I don't know enough about the background to be able to weigh in a specific opinion, but I will say that when I entrust you with the care of my child, I expect my child to be in comparable condition when I pick them up. I understand sometimes accidents happen, sometimes injuries happen, but I hold you responsible because I'm paying you to watch my child.
So Aiden said that's not the one he was talking about.
Okay,
he said he'll find a link for us.
Okay. Yeah, that okay, so cyberbullying though, calling horrible names. I'm going to toe the line that it's there's social justice in some of this, and I think you should be held responsible for your actions, and that there is a degree people need to just. There's the ones that are way too far. People who pushing people, telling them, "Oh, go kill yourself, go kill yourself, go kill yourself," and they're actually trying to get them to do it or whatever. Like the one guy's girlfriend did it to him and things like that. Yeah, okay. Look, you've beyond gone too far. There's also a degree where I think we rely too much on social media as individuals, where we also need to be able to just shut it off. But at the same time, we're becoming in an age where I think my age affects the concept where I look and say, just shut it off. And it might be harder to do than what I think. It's always easy to just say, shut it off. Am I wrong, Josh, here? It's always easy for us when we're older to say, just shut it off. Well, I got bullied as a kid because I did. I look back, I would kick my own ass. Let's be real here. Like I was a dork. There's no nice way to put it. All right.
Yeah,
I was a dorky little kid, and I would beat my own ass if I went back. But I can also say I wouldn't be the bullying I did take. I wouldn't be the person I am today with the ability to recover through things that I do today for it. I think it's on us as parents to coach our children through the abilities of being able to handle these things. And I think it's a failure of parenting. I think it's a failure of the school systems as well. That's a hard thing. And I won't be the one who says, I'm not going to cater down to the social justice aspect of it either. I mean, I am a strong conservative for various reasons, and I do have some liberal views. I know there's a line that's too far. There's when cyberbullying comes into when it's children. It's on us as parents to keep an eye on what our kids are doing. If you're an adult, sometimes you got to grow a little thick skin, but there is times that it follows you home. And when it follows you home, now it's crossed a line, and you should be able to sue. You should be able to do all these things. Defamation of character has become a harder thing to prove anymore, because just by me doing a show where I have, last I checked, 12 subscribers, technically can make me a public person. And by being a public person, it's easy for people to defame me, and it doesn't matter because I put myself in that position by being on here. But at the same time, you shouldn't be able to. I've seen it happen time and time again. The one Comicsgate author that I like, the Umbrella guy, he literally has had CPS called on him because he drew his daughter in his comic book. Like, he has a character who symbolizes like him, and one who symbolizes his daughter, and because of that, CPS got called because, well, there's violence in this comic book. Come on now. Are we going to call CPS on Stephen King because he wrote some messed up shit? Like, I mean, do we really think that he's got freaking like clowns that are aliens hiding in the grates under his giant spider? I'm being corrected from the other room. Hiding in a grate, holding a red balloon. Like, do we really think this is a thing? And if I've driven away individuals as the potential fans or things like that, I apologize. And I'm not here to necessarily. You asked my honest opinion. My honest opinion is I'm not going to say I'm going to pick a side on an individual case, because there's always there's more to it. There's always more. But you run into the issues where where's the line, and that does become a thing, and the government's going to have to decide where that line is, and as it goes, and the law is the law, and I support the law.
So I'm gonna pitch in here a little bit. Aiden, I'm still waiting on the link. I don't know this certain set of circumstances and what all happened. I'd love to read it.
There is a delay to your posting and the StreamYard. Like, it takes a delay for us to get it.
Correct. So I'd love to read the link, see what happened, and leave you my opinion on this certain instance. But in general, cyberbullying, my stance on it. Bullying is a fact of life, sadly. You're going to have to learn how to deal with it. As Zac stated, he was bullied as a kid. I was as well. Most of us were in some fashion. And as a kid, we learned to deal with it. But in an ever-evolving world full of technology where you can never fully disconnect from your peers and from everybody else in the world, bullying is becoming more prevalent in every part of your life. So bullying is really, it's getting worse. So us as parents have to learn how to deal with it better with our kids. Like, I have a 6-year-old daughter and I have a 4-year-old. And I know as they grow up, social media is going to be a huge part of their lives because it has blossomed into every aspect. You can't walk down the road or go out to eat somewhere without seeing somebody posting on social media or checking social media or connecting with a friend across the world on social media. And as that can be used as a tool to keep people connected, it can be used as a tool to tear people down as well. So it's something we have to continually deal with for the rest of our lives. If you're not watching what your children are doing online, then a whole plethora of nasty events can occur.
That, and you're failing as a parent if you're not keeping track of your child. You have no privacy. If you are my child, other than the personal privacies that you get, which is called I'm taking a shower or changing my clothes, you have no privacy. I don't see that stuff. Other than that, you have no privacy. None whatsoever. It is my job as a parent to supervise every waking second and sleeping second of my child. There's a reason I wake up in the middle of the night to make sure my child's still in their bed. It's not because I think that they freaking ran away or anything like that. It's because as a parent, I want to make sure my child's okay. And you have that obligation because you're responsible for all the well-being and welfare of that child.
Right. So a big thing about me, as I'm raising my kids up, I want them to be productive and contributing members of society. I have 2 young girls, and I have high hopes for their future. And that includes being able to deal with conflict that comes their way. And bullying is going to be part of that conflict, especially as a female. We all know teenage girls can be incredibly nasty to one another. And it's something they're going to have to learn to deal with.
Girls.
Right. And men as well. We do it too. I'm not trying to be sexist towards women, but there's a lot more.
Women hold grudges. Like, be scared. You pissed off that girl in high school. She's gonna come back after you when she's like 80. All right. Just remember, that girl at 16 is gonna find you at 80. All right. Don't. Yeah. But no, I mean, and at the same note, I mean, we have that obligation, and with that obligation, we have to go from there. And there's no good answer. There's no good answer. You're going to fail as a parent. And your best thing you can do is try to not fail the next time, and to not fail the next time, and to not fail the next time. And you're not always going to succeed. You're not always going to fail, but you just try your best and to raise your kids the best you can. And I'll be honest, it's something we don't talk too often about. I mean, I guess more often than I probably realize. But part of the other reason kids aren't handling cyberbullying as well either is the removal of church from the family. When you remove that structure of support that the children get, and the morals and learning morals, and to treat others with kindness, and to take in and to look after each other, and to be there for each other. Without that, it's the degradation of society, and we'll continue to fall.
Right. So to continue on what I was saying earlier, as their father, as their parent, it's my job to keep them safe and help them work through any issues that arise. And I know bullying will be part of it in the future. But bullying in of itself, trying to make somebody else feel bad for the person they are, it's unacceptable. We need to be held accountable for what we say. So if I, as a 32-year-old adult male, am constantly putting somebody else down and I am bullying them to the point where they do something because of it, then I need to be held responsible for what I say. On the same aspect, they need to be able to deal with what I'm saying as well. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. There's got to be some sort of balance. So now, if I'm personally telling them they need to go kill themselves, that's a little different than just, like a lighter bullying saying, hey, your shoes are dumb. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm not much of a bully if I'm going with your shoes are dumb. But
shut up.
That's where I stand on it. Let's go.
But I'll be the one to say, I'm not necessarily going to bring myself to weigh in on an individual circumstance, and I'm not going to use the platform I have to cry out for support on one side or the other on it. I will just say that we need to be kind to one another, and that's about where it is. On certain things, I try not to take a firm stand especially without all the facts. And here's the thing. In all my years of any sort of investigations, I have found there's three sides to every story: yours, mine, and the truth. You can tell me yours, and I can tell you mine. And it'd be Josh's job in this instance to find the truth. And it's really hard, and you're never going to find the complete truth as an investigator. And so I'm not going to say that doesn't deserve some form of some form, but I'm not going to necessarily throw my hat in the ring either, because I mean, if for every time that there is a we run into this every time there's a thing. There's certain things I will throw my hat in the ring for. You want to talk the poor little baby there in the UK that was it baby Noah couldn't freaking come to the US, where we might been able to prolong life of the kid, and the state decided the parents didn't even have that option and kept them from and let the kid slowly die. I'm sorry, I believe in a right to life. And everybody who's going on right now, especially with COVID-19, and claiming that I'm not pro-life because I this, that, or another thing. That's not how it works. Look, I believe you have a right to life. I believe you also have a choice to yourself, and the sheer fact of if you you have the right to choose or to choose not to take treatment. So if you've got a medical condition, you have the right to that choice, the right to choose whether or not you'll suffer or whether or not you'll try to keep going. But the best thing you can do is try to make the best out of what you have in life. And I speak as someone who's lost a lot of people in my life, and I've lost friends, and I've lost loved ones, and I've lost family. And it sucks. but we need to strive together to try to better society, and it doesn't necessarily mean making a one case itself the ground to stand on, because that's anecdotal as well. And if we do that, we'll never actually change society. We'll just be reacting, and reacting is not the answer. So I'll leave that up to the legalities on what the state laws and everything else is for whether or not there's something that should or shouldn't happen in this or that instance and circumstance.
So somehow in the madness of these last 10, 15 minutes, however long, we've managed to get a fifth viewer in here, actually. So, mystery person, if you'd like to comment your name, where you're from, and anything you'd like us to discuss, let us know. Open to talk about anything, really. We'll give our input. We'll give what we think. We'll play devil's advocate and argue against each other if that's what you'd like.
Of course.
God knows Zach loves to argue.
Oh, I don't love to argue. I'm just good at it.
Not getting into that, Zach.
Again, I anybody who's stuck with us up to this point, subscribe.
God bless you.
Well, yeah. God forgive you for being here watching this. Oh my God, what? This is your cleansing in purgatory right now. You're sitting on this show. This is the cleansing of fire by having to suffer through watching this. But no, I just there's a lot. Okay, what do we have? Okay, okay, this is the one who commented. No. Oh, this is the guy who supposedly. Okay, who was harassing people? Oh, this is a cyberbully. Oh, okay. It looks like he's a online troll, right? It looks like he was just okay. So this guy who cyberbullied people, apparently, if this is the same person, it looks like he just takes solace in picking random people to attack. Let's see.
Some people are just evil at heart. I mean, they get off on it. So learn to brush them off.
This guy took it too far. We were in their normal experience. Okay, letting their kid watch YouTube. Okay, how old's the kid? You're not saying. Started with everyone ganging up on him. The streamer started to harass him, and then no, we didn't leave because I wanted to defend my son against slander and took things very serious. Guy continued to bully my son, and we left. Story isn't done. A troll in the stream.
Are you reading the Reddit post?
Yeah, apparently.
I've already read it. Yeah. Some people are just gonna talk trash on their channels. And
okay, is that what this is? Is that what this is? Okay, look.
It might be.
Right here says they didn't leave and made a whole 16-minute video. They're gonna do that. That's how it is. Like, you're not gonna find us doing that on this channel. We are not. I will be honest. I will be honest from the get-go. But if that's what it is, I mean, you chose to stay. You chose to stay, and people took it too far. Okay, you see this stuff happen all the time. It's trolls. You gain some thick skin. Yeah, and turn it into humor on your own side too. Like me or hate me in saying this. Turn it into some humor. If it starts following you into school, what are you gonna do? How can you do anything about it? I mean, okay, what you expect YouTube to do something about this? Like, come on. Like, you don't have the Second Amendment doesn't go into, Second Amendment. Wow.
Yep.
All right. So if the First Amendment doesn't go into YouTube, they're a privately owned company. The Second Amendment, YouTube can ban anything they want on the Second Amendment if they want. They can do it because it's YouTube. They're a private company. You don't like it, don't go on YouTube.
Yeah.
How many people do I see complaining about conservatives talking on YouTube? YouTube can ban anybody they want. Look at Alex Jones. He's gone because he said the wrong things. And YouTube can do that because he has no right to freedom of speech on YouTube.
Controversy sells, too.
You want YouTube to do something about this? Email YouTube. I ain't jumping behind nonsense because look, I got enough of my own problems. I don't need to suck into somebody else's. But I really appreciate this. Actually made a good conversation because we touched like bases on every single thing that could have been wrong, and we were completely wrong on what subject this was till right there at the end. Oh my God! Now I feel dumb and like I wasted my own freaking life. I hope I wasted yours as well. Holy hell! And if it was that important to you, wouldn't you have shown the link?
That's what I was starting to wonder. But you
stuck around for a while though, Aiden. Like I'll give you credit. I mean, if I danced around the subject, I'm sorry, but I do agree. Cyberbullying is something we need to watch as parents. And by the looks of it, it started out being watched as parents, and then because I don't know how old that kid is, and then I mean, he could be freaking 40, and his parents are looking out for him because maybe he's just still living in the basement. But at the same time, the parents were trying to look out, but they should have put a stop to it. And instead of, I stayed in to try to defend my kid. Is that really worth it? My kid liked watching YouTube videos. So do I. You know how many of them I comment in? Not many. Awesome. Thank you, Half Right Face Productions. I'm not sure who you are, but awesome. Welcome.
Thank you.
Well, we'll even throw you up here. You deserve a throw up there. I mean, if Half Right Face Productions, I mean, if you have a thought on this, jump right, say something. I mean, I don't know how to do any actually messaging people on YouTube anymore, so I don't know how that works. But yeah, I mean, yeah, this whole thing, I feel like, no offense to
Aiden.
Yeah, I really don't want this to turn into it seem like we're attacking him, but I just I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Aiden, if I danced around it a little too much. I don't like. It's so easy anymore online, and you were talking cyberbullying for me to fall into a trap conversation in a public setting. Where if we want to have a private conversation, that would be one thing. But even then, I don't really hold these in private conversations. I generally would say the exact same thing I said, and that's
So basically, the only information we have on this subject is a parent watching their child watch YouTube, saw their child being bullied, and didn't immediately take the child out of that situation. This doesn't fall onto the YouTuber who was engaging and harassing the child. It falls on the parent not protecting their child. If you're not protecting your child, that is your fault. If I don't protect my child, I'm a horrible father and I am failing. That is my honest opinion. And if you don't like that, then you need to evaluate your position as a parent.
Or you might not have kids. I'm not going to make a judgment call. If you don't, it's really hard. And I understand the wanting to protect other people, the wanting to protect people. But I will ask: were you? And it would be something that you, plural you, not any individual one way or the other here. You as a person need to evaluate when you were a kid. Did you step up, or are you now feeling guilty because maybe you didn't step up or you were that bully? Because there is a degree where you can take it a little too far too, because you could just, you can help guide someone in the right direction to better themselves, or you could end up doing the exact same thing that you're objecting to somebody doing, and you can turn it around and do it right to them and not even realize you're doing it. And now you're the cyberbully. Now you're the bully. Now you're the ass. And you got to avoid that. You do. The other thing I'll throw out here, caveat wise, is If you're not removing your kid from that situation, you're no better than letting your kid watch Disney Star Wars, unless it's a Mandalorian, because that shit's good.
I still haven't watched The Mandalorian.
How have you not watched The Mandalorian? You just said you bought Disney Plus.
I did, but because my kids want to watch Frozen, Frozen 2, and Tangled all day long. That's all they want to watch.
You haven't introduced them to a quote, because it's not accurate at all, especially according to Dave Filoni. It's the baby, but Baby Yoda.
No, and I, as a self-proclaimed nerd, I love all things geeky. I love sci-fi. I love futuristic. I love medieval.
Because you won't buy fucking Cyberfrog.
Why would I buy Cyberfrog when I have somebody over here? You're over here. Somebody else who's already buying it. I've never watched a single Star Wars thing.
Because you
not a bit.
Because you like supporting artists in general and people who are creative people. When the money goes directly to that creative person and not to a large corporation.
And I think his artwork is amazing. Like when I looked at the comic at your house and I saw how the artwork, and it was
oh my god, that was like fucking 50 years ago. It's been so long since people have been able to go to people's houses. Oh my god.
And it all comes back to the Rona.
It all circles back to fucking Corona.
But yes, we started on Van Scriver and his number 2 of the Frog comic. Yeah. I've been drinking, leave me alone a little bit. But the artwork is absolutely fantastic, and the dude has a vision for where it's going, and I couldn't even in my wildest dreams create what he does in that art. It's amazing. It so threw me back to when I was a kid watching X-Men on a Saturday morning and just going, oh my god, that's awesome.
He's making kids' toys. Oh, seeing nobody else is on this channel right now, or on our show, I should say, that actually, talks. They are, I'm now getting in my thing. Anybody who's backed it, there's another trading card, so it'll be a total of 6. A keychain. I'm going to get a Cyberfrog keychain.
That's kind of cool.
A PVC toy. We're supposed to be getting a PVC toy if we hit certain perk thresholds. Like it raises an X amount of dollars, and when it hits another point, the colorist himself will get a $10,000 bonus.
Nice. So you're talking about trading cards. There's only one trading card genre I personally support as a nerd, and are we allowed to show, like copyrighted stuff on this? Like, I'm a huge Magic the Gathering fan, and I have one of my favorite cards in my hand. I don't know if I'm allowed to show it or not.
I think you can get away with showing it because you're talking about it. You're making commentary on it, but I wouldn't show like for the comic book. Ethan himself doesn't care, so he's not going to copyright flag you. But his thing is when he even showed his own artwork from DC magazines, he literally would skip some pages because the copyright laws.
Well, you never know with Wizards of the Coast. They're pretty picky about even some of the names some of their YouTubers have had on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like there was a guy called Magic AIDS. Magic AIDS. AIDS. That they flagged his entire channel with, I think it was hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and said, no, we don't like that because you're making fun of Magic.
Oh, hey, yeah, Half Right Productions here. Half Right Face Production says, show this shit. Okay, well,
I don't know how well you can see this.
Fan receives.
But Reach of Branches, it's a Magic the Gathering card. It's a tribal instant.
Did you like landscaping? Is that what that is? I never understood Magic. What is this thing?
So this is an instant. It's a spell you can cast at any time. You can cast it during your turn or your opponent's.
2 to 3 inches of your green.
No, you put a 2/5, so a 2 power, 5 toughness, green tree folk shaman creature token into play.
Par 5.
Okay, Zach, shut up because you're not a Magic nerd. So I showed you the card for a bit. So
I can't even understand freaking blackjack. I can't even understand
But
blackjack.
so when I first got into Magic, the first deck I made was a mono green
How is that
tree
a
deck.
trading card? Oh, I guess it's a trading card game, right?
This is the mother of all trading
no,
card games.
No, it's a trading card game versus trading cards. Am I
Yes, it's a
correct?
trading card game. Like, here's the back of the Magic the Gathering card.
Okay, so that's a trading card game, whereas this is a trading card.
I mean, technically, landscaping could be funny because it's a tree.
That's
It's
fine.
landscaping, taking care of it. There's a joke he made there that I missed at first.
Right. So, damn camera.
Now, I mean, I could go pull out my binder that has.
So, but this would be a trading card, whereas what you have is a trading card game. Is that the difference? Like yours is for.
No, mine is for a game. This is a trading card, but it goes in a game, so it makes it a trading card game. Like, I have cards. Sick Goatee Jaggers says
McLeod.
Will McLeod.
Wait, Will McLeod. Are you who I think you are? Were we in? If this is the person I think, were we in Afghanistan together? Is this Will McLeod that I'm thinking it is?
Hold on, Zach. I swear to God, if you reference Dancing Across Afghanistan,
no, wrong deployment.
Oh, okay.
Wrong deployment. No, this would be. This should be somebody we've got. Yeah, we went through some stupid shit together. We didn't get. I think we like all. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
We all didn't get along briefly for a little bit. Hey, it's good to see you again. We're not even Facebook friends anymore, are we? I don't think. I think we're not Facebook friends anymore. McLeod, add me on Facebook. We'll fix that. And if you want to jump in here, just shoot me a private message on Facebook. We'll even let you come in here. You come talk to us about how bad my goatee really is. Because I mean, this shit, like, yeah, what the fuck? We know better. Come on.
How would that fly in the military? What would they do?
It wouldn't at all. Like, no.
I never served. I was unable to since I'm blind out of this eye.
You've always got excuses. Yeah, my wife tells me I need to shave, and I accidentally show that one right there. Yeah, you need to shave. That's freaking great. It's true. My daughter, Dad, I get home. Daddy, hug, no kiss. Daddy, hug, no kiss. Too soft. You need to wash this off. I'm like, it doesn't just wash off. Like, I'm like, what in the world?
I have, like I said earlier, I have 2 kids. One of them tells me I need to grow my hair out and never shave.
And dye it pink.
The other wants me to cut my hair short and shave everything off my face.
Well, you can't please both kids, so shave the top and leave the goatee. Like, meet in the middle.
Like, actually, this looks best when I just rock a goatee or the beard.
I believe it.
I mean, I could do the whole just mustache and just run it down the whole neck, just to fuck with everybody.
Oh my God! Oh. I'm still thrown by Will making comments here. Like, I'm really thrown here. I haven't heard from him in years. That one threw me. It reminded me of a funny story, right? So we'll fast forward as fast as we go here, so we're not like tying up a bunch of time. But we're in the middle of a firefight. We just got done clearing, where it was me, McLeod, and a local national police officer, and I start hearing over the radio, "Hey, where are you at? What happened to you?" Literally, because we're with the infantry guys. I'm not going to be that MP because I really had to pee. I had to pee right now, and I was not going to be that MP who pissed down his leg. So I found the side of that building, and I was like, nope, I'm not going to be that guy. I don't give a crap. Like, if I get shot, I don't care right now. I will not be the one with pee down his freaking leg in a firefight. And he's calling over, Jaggers, where are you? He's like, did you really? I said, I'm not going to be that guy. I won't be that guy. Oh.
No, hey, so, Will, don't know how much you know about Zach. Obviously, you served together a little bit. He's my cousin. I've heard some of the stories of him overseas. If you have anything you'd like to share, I'd love to hear you on here sometime. Even just sharing stories so I can learn more about it. You know,
appropriate stories. There's subjects I don't.
Obviously, I didn't feel that needed said. You know.
Well, no, I'm saying it to him.
Okay, fair enough. Different mentalities.
We would leave more of a private conversation and less a public conversation. Oh, yeah, it's good times though. If he's even still here, but yeah, Will, please um, subscribe. Who is Half Right Face Productions? I am curious here. I'm really curious.
I don't know, but I've been on here. This is what, the third or fourth time, and this is by
Something
far
like that.
the most interaction I've seen. It's pretty cool.
This
Maybe
is
we
the
just
only
have to start.
Okay, we did have one video like two videos ago that freaking had like one person that I like. Are you even using real words? Like there was just random letters. It's like, did you let your kid type? I don't know who you are.
You know, even if this is just because of the coronavirus, that people are
It
so
is.
bored that they're watching us, I'm okay with
Look,
it.
I'm telling you, this is their eternal suffering in purgatory is watching this show. I don't understand.
ESCO.
Is it
What is that?
Esco? Is it Esco?
What is ESCO?
Esco is a person. It's an abbreviation for abbreviated last name. Is that Esco? There's no way Esco's laughing at me saying landscaping. Oh no, Esco would be making fun of me. Come on now.
No, this wasn't about the landscaping.
No. Half Right Face Productions. Haha, landscaping.
Right, but Will McLeod said ESCO.
Oh, he's the one who's. I think he's telling us that it's Esco. Okay, yeah. Okay, if Esco's watching me, I'm shocked there too. I like Esco because I'm doing my annulment and because in going through the Catholic thing, and I got a hold of him and it was he got back to me rapidly with the information I needed. It was actually pretty cool because we don't talk often. I was like, hey, you remember that I need for this, and he's like, I already know the information you need. I got you. I was like, oh shit, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, nice. So okay, so we got a couple people watching. Too bad. And both of them would remember Nick from the Nick and Zac Show, who's never on the Nick and Zac Show except when it's convenient. But they would remember him because he worked over there with us as well. So he misses out on the reunion today of people in the chat that he would know.
That's actually pretty cool. I mean, I don't know this guy, but somebody you were friends with or acquaintances with long ago.
I mean, you met Nick for like 30 seconds too, so I mean that only counts so well. About the only person in here who matters is this one right here, though. To be honest, apparently I do need to shave.
Is that the one I met at your house?
Yes.
Nick?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Yeah. Shasta. Yeah. That would be my wife. You've met her numerous times.
Oh no.
Yeah. She's now feeling offended. She's like, he doesn't know me now. We've helped him numerous.
I'm okay with people being offended at me, but no, wasn't it your friend Nick that I met at your house?
Yeah. Very briefly, because he came.
I thought so.
He came to visit from the other side of the state just before Corona.
The state. I like how we keep everything vague on where we live. I mean, if any of these people really wanted, I'm sure they could figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, I just try not to, especially with employment for some people. I don't want to screw with anybody's employment. Oh. Ouch.
You know what? I haven't seen you in forever. Maybe I don't know you now. Maybe you have changed.
Her hair's brown and pink. It hasn't really changed at all.
Maybe you are a sweet person to your husband now. Maybe I don't know.
She's always the sweetest person to me. I'm the nicest person anybody knows.
Sorry, I can't even say that with a straight face.
Her being nice to me, or me being the nicest person anybody knows?
Either or. I mean, she treats you good. Don't get me wrong. I love you. You are part of the family, and we all know that Zac is Zac.
Not part of the family, and yeah, I see how it is. You're part of the family, Zac. We understand. Shasta's the only one we claim. I got it. I know how it works.
I like Shasta more than I like some of our family. I'm sorry. That is God's honest truth.
Oh, I don't like half my family anyways. What are you talking about? I didn't realize we were related at first. Otherwise, I would have not talked to you ever. Like I would have been like, family? Ugh, that's not good.
Yeah, I got enough of that around. We'll keep this one at distance.
Yeah. But yeah, so apparently apparently, if seeing that's Esco for Half Right Face Productions. The Magic the Gathering thing, you had him going for a minute. He liked the informational part.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about trading cards, and it is the biggest trading card enterprise. We'll just use that word. And forever. He's still here.
Yeah, Esco's here. Yeah. If are you a Magic the Gathering fan? I don't know much about this Magic the Gathering thing. Hold on.
Dude, there is a lot. It has a very rich history.
Sure there is. I'm sure you guys are all a bunch of nerds.
Talking about the dude who talks about big frogs and space bees for a living. I mean, come on.
Yeah. What's you got an issue with that one? I don't know what your problem is. Yeah. Let's see. Do
you want to talk about me being a nerd about something when it's the biggest trading card enterprise ever? Like anything else with trading cards except for maybe baseball, basketball, football, it beats out of nowhere.
You can say all these things you want. There.
Don't make fun of me for being a nerd when you're one as well.
Seeing Esco's on.
Jimmy the Junk. I don't get the reference.
Oh God. Oh, I just sent him the link in the Facebook chat. If he wants to jump in, he can click that link and he can follow in.
I mean, that would be awesome to see somebody else jump in. Like,
oh God! I mean, this show is crap. I don't know why he says I left for a minute right here. We understand why. We completely understand why. Jimmy the Junk. Either you're talking Jimmy, or you're talking something with that I don't understand because it would be your Magic the Gathering stuff.
If it's Magic the Gathering, I don't get it.
I don't either, but I sent him the link in Facebook Messenger, so we can bring him in here if he's free. We'll find out. But yeah, so I don't understand your nerd stuff. Like, the DC Universe thing, right? So you can get tokens now, redeem tokens for watching certain shows and reading certain comic books. You literally go in, you swipe really fast. You swipe really fast. You can quickly. Okay, he's talking Jimmy Harris. Okay. He's right there.
Dude, I don't know any of these people.
Afghanistan reunion. What the hell is going on right now?
Anyways, I'm just gonna take a break real quick. Y'all can talk. I gotta pee.
There's a delay. I don't. Okay. Well, yeah, you've been drinking this whole time. Oh, of course. We can mute your microphone. Oh, so all these people are jumping in. I mean, yeah. I mean, they literally have nothing better to do right now than to hear us talk, and Josh to walk away and listen to me do filler nonsense. Okay, I don't know. Were you guys here for the frickin' Hornets here? These murder wasps? Are you guys? I don't know. I don't. You guys are here. Are you guys just as scared of this murder wasp as I am? Because screw this murder wasp. I don't understand this thing. McLeod said I made him pull guard on a septic tank. I don't know. It's possible. There's a good chance of it. Did we have septic tanks? I mean, if you're talking the trucks that haul for cleaning out the porta johns, then yeah, I guess it would technically be true. Pulling guard on a septic tanker. You don't know what the shit truck. See, Jimmy's on this stuff. You don't know what a murder wasp is? Hold on, we'll bring back the murder wasp. We'll unmute Josh here in a second too. We'll bring back the murder wasp. How do you not know about the murder wasp? Screw this murder wasp. Why don't you? Oh my God, stupid fucking computers. How do you not know the murder wasp? This thing's freaky. Oh, let's bring this back. Okay, murder wasp. Chrome tab, murder wasp. Let's hope it doesn't crash again. Yeah, it's gonna crash. Look at this thing right here. Here you go, Jimmy. This murder wasp. Yeah, I don't blame you for not watching the news. Look at this thing. It stings through. It is not fake news. It is not. I mean, unless you're talking the shit truck, then that's fake news. That's probably fake news. I'll believe that. But this murder wasp is not fake news. It stings through people's freaking bee suits, and they're in Washington right now. They said it'll be years before it hits like Michigan, so like that's what, just over halfway across the country. That's fine. We can deal with that. And then you can Google it. Okay, hornet, murder hornet. Okay, the hornet. All I'm telling you is, if we're worried about that thing, it's all good. It's all good because we can do something about this. All right, we can bring in. You guys missed it, so we'll do it. Yeah, they're. I mean, some of the sizes are ridiculous on it, but there's Ethan Van Sciver's Wrecked Planet. Cyber Frog will save us from the murder hornet. Yeah, they're not this big. Oh my god. Yeah, these are some of the pictures. This is your fake news. The size of somebody's hand, that's fake news. They're not that big. They're like the size of like the front of your thumb. Like right here. It's a freaking murder hornet. I mean, it's that, but they're long stingers. And Barton's still down in where we left him. I don't. I really try not to dox people online. I'll shoot you 2 inches long. Okay, about 2 inches long, and a 3-inch wingspan. And Barton's he's been doing some fairly decent. He's just got some issues. Apparently, his one daughter's been having seizures. Actually, I saw that on Facebook here recently. I know.
Hey, there we go. I'm back.
As of right now, Jimmy, apparently Kim Jong-un, that's the son, right? Kim Jong-il was the dad. Kim Jong-un is the son, correct? Yeah, he's supposedly back. So apparently you really don't watch the news. But I'll believe that it's not a stand-in dummy when we can get to that far too. But yeah, I mean, here's the artwork. Here, let's do this. We'll do this. Can I stop screen? We'll bring it in. Share screen. You guys need to.
So, are we getting one of your friends to join us yet?
I don't know. Apparently not. Nobody's in the back room, so nobody's in the green room.
Fair enough.
Look at this artwork. For you guys who missed it earlier in the show, when we first started, we brought in is always there. The sun ain't gonna shine anymore. The moon ain't gonna rise to the sky. The tears will always cloud in your eyes when you're without that. Look at that artwork. This right here. Look at all that detail. That right there.
Like I said, the artwork is pretty amazing. It really is.
I know, and I really try to watch it a little bit because, like I've said, when it came down to the first book, because it took a year, I evaluated the story a little strongly, and I was like, okay. Instead of like wanting to give it like the artwork itself, I give a 10 out of 10. Because of storyline, the whole thing, I give it like an 8.5. So, but it's because I waited so long. I mean, if you're waiting a year for a book, you're like, hey, but it's an introduction. It was like three books into one. It was like 3-parter. So if you shorten it down and think every quarter they release a book type thing, it makes more sense. But they have to release it in one to package it. It's $25 for just the book and whatever perks come with it. And, my wife can't wait every time that the book comes out for it to actually be finalized, finished, produced, published, released, and in our mailbox. So I shut the hell up till the next one comes out.
And then as soon as it comes out for the next 3 months, you keep talking about it.
Oh, yeah. And then the next one comes out.
Yeah.
It's released, and then you can buy it. And yeah. But I mean, it is also the largest crowd-funded comic thus far. I mean, when you look at these numbers, it's breaking records for Indiegogo campaigns. 720. Let's see. Just because 720-240. Let's see. Just in the amount of time we talked, it's already gone up. That's the ridiculousness of this. So,
I mean, there's no question about the quality of his work. Just at least once you see it in person, his artwork is amazing, and
it's only gotten better.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you look at all his prior work and then look at this is his, his dream project. So he owns it outright. It's his characters. He put way more effort into this, which is part of why it takes as long as it does.
Yeah, I mean, what's the saying? Rome wasn't built in a day. This dude's building an empire out of his dream, and it's going to take.
Yeah. Because he got rights back to his old Harris comics and everything like that. So they're redoing those and re-releasing them. It's where it's at.
Oh man, nope. Sorry, that Jack a little too much. I apologize to any of you that just watched me eat in front of the camera, but we've been at this for an hour and 45 minutes. I've been drinking the whole time, and I haven't eaten today, and it's 10:30 now. That kind of gives away our geographical location, but it is what it is.
We're in Ohio. I mean, that's a geographical location. Like, come on now. I'm not playing like dance around here. I just don't want people showing up to my house.
I mean, I'm alone for the next week. Show up to my house. I don't care.
Speak to the answers of what people are saying earlier. My wife's answer right here. I have a gun. I mean, okay, I can't argue with that logic. And yeah, I mean, I really can't argue with that logic. I like how everybody else came in just after we were dealing with these other people. I don't know who some of these people that were asking us questions. I mean, they were a trap. They were trap questions. I think we've gone far enough into this stream. I'm just going to be honest. These were trap questions. Absolute trap questions. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's bad.
Ooh. Sorry, that Jack is giving me the worst heartburn ever. Oh.
I think my daughter just said her hair made a square, and I don't know how that makes any sense. Okay, so her hair makes a square. But yeah, I mean, it's dead. A lot of these things, it's just like we have the murder hornets now. We have a coronavirus. We have all these things. I don't understand what's going on.
Okay, hold on.
Ridiculous.
I'm sorry. Your wife just sent me a message.
No. I'm leaving it alone for a reason. Yeah, that's a separate message for a reason. I'll shoot you a response here in a second. I'll tell you why. It's there's a little more.
Okay, I'll respond in private. I want to do it in public, but I'll respond in private.
No, she's going to make the comment in public too, but I was like, there's a valid reason here. There. I gave you a full round explanation. Who's the artist? Oh, of that book. That's Ethan Van Sciver. Jimmy, you'll remember because you read a lot of the Batmans. He actually did the horrible one where it was Catwoman bullet of the gun, but he did Flash Iron Heights. He did Green Lantern Rebirth. He helped bring back Barry Allen. He's the one who designed the Iron Heights for that got put into the Justice League movie, and so he got a nice royalty check from that. That's how he bought his house, actually.
So he's actually done more than even I realized.
Oh yeah. He's actually like a real, like he did DC, Marvel, and then back to DC.
Like you were talking about the Flash and Iron Heights, and I'm a huge Flash fan. Like I think Flash is very underrated in his abilities and the scope of his powers.
Which Flash?
Any of them.
No. Which Flash? Like, are we talking like Wally West Flash? Are we talking Barry Allen? When you're talking underrated, when you said underrated, which Flash are we talking? Look, let's go down the geek hole here. All right, are we talking freaking Barry Allen or are we talking Wally West?
If you want to talk,
I'm leaving alone like the newer kid Flash. I'm not talking Flash TV show. I'm talking like true Wally West before they had to rewrite Wally West.
Wally West or Barry Allen.
Like redheaded Wally West.
The powers of the Flash. The Time Force, everything is so underrated in its utility. Like it can do so much if you sit down and think about how it can be utilized and how the Flash in any iteration could use it. I am a huge Flash fan.
Oh, it seems like everybody but Batman can turn back time, and then Batman always finds a way to like screw everybody that was being bad and make them have to resurrect their problems. I mean, even when Flash, what was it? The Flashpoint, and we go back and yeah, there's no Bruce Wayne, but there's still Thomas Wayne, Batman, and he's gonna fuck shit up. And when we start hitting Batman, I know that's where we're hitting on Jimmy right there. Jimmy, he has a giant Batman emblem tattooed on its chest.
I am not a Batman fan. Like, I think Batman as an idea and as a concept is awesome. But Batman and DC's iteration of him and how they execute his abilities to do everything he does is so overblown as what a non-powered human is capable of doing.
Which one? Are we talking? What iteration of Batman are you talking?
Like, they have Batman able to hear down to the heartbeat of Superman or the Flash and not be surprised by any superpowered being sneaking up on him. Batman has a contingency plan for everything that could possibly happen. And as smart and as capable as he is, that's just not logical in any sense.
Yes, it is. Have you watched anything on Elon Musk? Are you serious right now? Elon Musk is developing AI, and you're telling me Batman, Tony Stark. You're okay with Tony Stark having AI, but Batman, no.
Yes,
Batman
because Tony Stark can be surprised.
Oh my God.
Tony Stark and as him, sorry, drinking. Speaking too fast for comprehension of myself. But Tony Stark is able to be surprised by what will happen. Batman, not fazed by anything. Goddamn, Batman could be facing off against the Joker, and the Joker could have planned a worldwide annihilation by sending rockets into space 20 years ago, and Batman would have been, oh, I thought of that. Here's the countermeasure. He has a contingency plan to everything. Like, he thought of it in the past, and he's just prepared. It's not like he's able to process it in real time and just go, okay, this is what I need to do because this is happening. No, he's thought of it in the past.
I wouldn't go that far. I think you're overblowing the concept of what you're trying to say here.
It might be. I might be just because I don't like how Batman is written and how Batman fans react to Batman. Like, I am an anti-fanboy of Batman, I guess.
Okay, apparently I'm supposed to smell the sparkling cinnamon wax. It smells like cinnamon. Sparkling cinnamon, even.
I have some empty
I have to
glasses
smell it
and
with my
plates
nose where people
to
can
smell.
see. Okay, there you go. Is that better? Okay, that's to please the 3-year-old. I had to smell sparkling cinnamon wax. But no, where are you getting by here? Like, you know what? I don't. If everybody just left, I don't blame them right now. Like, where are you getting by? Like, we now have like. We had 12 subscribers. We now have like -6 because the nonsense you're spewing about Batman right now. Like, it doesn't even make sense.
What about it?
Batman has a contingency for everything. No, Batman just doesn't show emotion in reaction. It's not that Batman doesn't I'm already prepared for that. No, he just doesn't show the emotion that the average person does. And when you well, hold on, because when you look at any time Bruce Wayne dreams about him, has a dream with him in it, he's always Batman. In his mind, he's Batman, not Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
So you're looking at it a whole different aspect, because you're looking at the concept of a billionaire who spent all his money because he's angry that his parents are dead, rather than a vengeful, the vengeance that we need, to solve this problem, and showing that you don't have to have a superpower to just get things done. All you have to do is put in the work effort.
Right.
I'm sorry,
but Batman
he's
also
fucking conservative there.
But Batman
like
also
Tony
has
Stark
a contingency plan against every member of the Justice League. Like, how is Batman going to react quicker than the Flash? How is he going to outsmart or outspeed Superman? The Martian Manhunter. How is he going to beat him in anything?
Hold on. That was written straight in, and it was 100% kryptonite. Like, that works for everybody, and it's worked. If Lex Luthor can do it, why can't Batman? If you're okay with Lex Luthor, the bad guy, going, "Oh, I could stop Superman with this rock," and you're not okay with Batman going, "I kept some of that rock too because I have lots of money and I can buy this rock."
But how does that rock work? Only when they need it to for storyline purposes, and not the rest of the time. There have been times when it's worked in comics and whatnot, or it hasn't worked in comics and movies. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Well, look, if you were going on, instead of Batman as a character in general, all right, then you're attacking him as a character in general rather than the individual writers, and looking and going, during this time frame, the writing was piss poor. No, I have not. I've kind of strayed away from DC a little bit, but I need to check it out then. New Joker book coming out.
See, I've never been a big DC fan. I'm gonna have more of a Marvel.
Okay, yeah. See, and that right there, that's why you're like, "Oh, Tony Stark, he's a real superhero," but not.
No, but Tony Stark is a rich motherfucker.
Yeah, Batman.
Tony Stark is just a rich motherfucker with a power suit. He has no powers either. He just has a suit of armor. Batman could do the exact same shit Tony Stark could do, but better. He really could.
Stark, you're right. The dude's probably stoned half the time. Tony Stark is like your nut job. If you look, Batman would be more in line with like Elon Musk. He's going to use all the technology that there is and go, okay, hey, why can't you do this? Whereas Tony Stark is like, yeah, see, right there, right here. Good job. Thank you, Jimmy. I got your back. Don't worry. All right. Batman, look, if you pitched up Batman against Tony Stark, I mean.
No, okay. If you pitch up Batman versus Tony Stark, Batman will win. If you pitch up Batman versus Iron Man, Iron Man's going to win. If you pitch up Batman with power armor versus Iron Man, Batman will win. There is a complete difference.
Batman's got freaking all sorts of other. What's? Oh my God, he's got the
What's that? No, if you pitch up a base human against a super powered set of armor, that set of armor is going to win just because it can do so much shit. But if you pitch up,
Batman has the same type of random suits that help out all the time that Tony Stark has.
Yes, but Batman doesn't normally wear his suit of armor. Batman is not identified by his armor. He is identified by his abilities based on the abilities of a human with a super powered mind, because he is so fucking smart and he has thought of so much of everything,
EMP.
and he has trained his entire life.
EMP.
Whereas Iron Man is just a fucking billionaire who has built a suit of armor, and he's drunk half the goddamn time. That is one of Iron Man's biggest downfalls.
EMP.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Batman wins, but Iron Man beats Batman.
Hold on. No. We have a good point here. Batman is easier for people to relate to because there could be a Batman in today's world. Actually,
absolutely,
100% right.
Absolutely, you are right. Batman beats Tony Stark, but Batman loses to the Iron Man suit because Batman doesn't utilize that advanced tech. If Batman did with his training, he would.
He could get it just as quickly though, because he does utilize that tech.
Oh, he could, but he doesn't.
But he's got the one that the Justice League helped design for him. That way he could deal with the dark side.
That's just like saying Superman is technically infinitely powerful in his universe, and he could blow up the universe with a single punch, but he doesn't.
True me or true to Josh here? That's the question. That would be a true to me or true to Josh. I'm guessing true to me that Batman does have this stuff. But I mean, we could go.
I'm guessing it's actually true to both of us because we're arguing the same points from different views.
Don't cover the camera with the cup. That's for privacy. That's because we don't want people. I don't trust hackers. It's a lot of work to unplug this camera. But okay, here we go. This is why we have a social media manager, because hopefully this thing doesn't crash again. There we go. Okay. Schedule. Okay, this is the Three Joker miniseries. It's
so
not a
he agrees
though, is it,
that
right?
Batman would be beat by Iron Man, but not by Tony Stark. I believe him 100%. Tony Stark is a drunk billionaire who can't even walk straight half the time, whereas Batman is a super trained assassin.
EMP.
Yeah, that wipes out all of Iron Man. The suit, not the man.
Okay, but then you can just throw anybody in the suit. It defeats the idea. Which I mean, that gets destroyed constantly too. I mean, look, if you go on YouTube, you can find. I mean, speaking of being on YouTube, they literally have a thing where it's Batman versus Darth Vader, and in one version Batman wins, and one version Darth Vader wins. Like, look, we can take this round for round, but when it comes down to it, it truly comes down to Tony Stark is the cheap knockoff of Batman in the Marvel Universe. Like, it doesn't matter which one came first. The development of the characters, rich playboy billionaire with blah blah blah, doesn't know what to do with his money and has some desire for vengeance and whatnot. I mean,
rich playboy philanthropist is Tony Stark. Rich playboy ass kicking son of a bitch is Batman.
No, because okay, he's got Batman's not afraid to use his company to make his stuff too. But
I mean, James has an interesting point.
Does, Jimmy. I'm sure he does, but I'm not. I think that's picking at straws too, because you're telling me Batman wouldn't have the know-how of designing something that could take out that suit. I mean, it's a 6 1/2 dozen the other. I mean, that'd be like looking and saying, okay, well, let's take the Avengers up against the Justice League. And I'm going to tell you, old Aquaman, like actual old Aquaman, there's a reason he wasn't that popular. They make a movie with Jason.
I'll take the Watchmen against them all just because of Dr. Manhattan. Ooh, is right.
Okay, so hold on. Here's one for you. Hold on. Let me deal with something real quick. I got a good one for you here in a second. Look at this artwork for a second, though. Look at that. That actually looks like it's very interesting.
James, that's a great question. Is Batman playing Bruce Wayne, or is Bruce Wayne playing Batman in that effect?
Batman is playing Bruce Wayne. It's 100%. That's exactly what it is. Batman is pretending to be Bruce Wayne in Bruce Wayne's head. Even anytime they show a dream
Yeah,
scene, they always
agree.
show him seeing himself as Batman in his dreams. So he views himself 100% as Batman.
I have to agree with you 100% on that. It is
Yeah.
Batman playing Bruce Wayne during the day, and at night he is his true self.
Hey, okay, so and then we have to look at this one. I have one buddy. He literally has this thing in his head where he's like, pitch anybody up against Spider-Man. I guarantee you Spider-Man will win. I can tell you how Spider-Man will win. Blah 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 blah.
And I can tell you how anybody in the Marvel or DCU would beat Spider-Man.
No, I stumped him quickly. No, because he always had some roundabout way Spider-Man could have done it. I just told him parallax. The only thing that can stop Spider-Man every time, his own fear.
I would even give it to Longshot from the X-Men. Yeah, you tell me how just being super lucky doesn't trump like everything. I got lucky and I missed the atomic blast. It didn't affect me. I got lucky and I threw a 3-mile bullseye right into your heart with a dagger. I got lucky and you didn't see my attack coming. I mean, Longshot with luck control could be completely overpowered if you wanted to play that way.
And right here, that it does look good. I love the Joker. I love the with him. Other than like the cutting off his own face, New 52 thing. That one I didn't understand. I also run into some conceptual issues with Tom King's version of Batman, where he just did that whole left at the altar depression thing. Look, Tom King, a former CIA operative, could have made an amazing Batman story. Amazing Batman story, and he used it as his own personal therapist freaking couch instead, and put his own misgivings and his own problems into Batman as a character, and just oh my god, yeah, Tom King. I'm glad they yanked that from him. Kingpin killed Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse. Yeah, but every superhero dies. I mean, that's if they can come back, then it doesn't work.
I like
yeah. Kingpin did, yeah. It is a good point.
So my favorite in all the universes is the X-Men, and I am a huge fan of how Magneto just destroys Wolverine, and he regenerates from basically nothing. But I mean, every superhero has his crux. It's
Marvel screwed up when they gave everybody the X gene.
Well, I mean,
that's where Marvel screwed up.
Eventually, every human will mutate. That's a given fact if you look at science. There has been evolution or mutation over the course of history.
Yeah, well, there's one I think they should have left alone, and I'm not too fond of this new DC Universe Harley Quinn TV show. Disagree with me. Disagree with me if you like on it. Yeah, it's just like if you took tried to make a cartoon completely for adults with unnecessary, like literally, it's like unnecessary blood, gore, and swearing and like unnecessary sex jokes. Like you literally could have had this show be something worthwhile. And I mean, maybe it gets better, but you lost me if you can't catch me in the first 10 minutes of a show and make me go, okay, I'll sit through the rest of this episode. I don't know. It's like completely unnecessary. And they lost me in 5.
When you say an adult cartoon with unnecessary sex, blood, and violence, I think of the old Cartoon Network Drawn Together. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, it's been a long time ago. I was reading this. They pulled the metal straight out of him. I love how this is so delayed. I love how this is so delayed.
I mean, it is brutal. Like Wolverine's actual healing properties are amazing, and the way you can just destroy his entire body, and he eventually, with help, regenerates is amazing. But every superhero, it doesn't matter who you look at, needs to have their Achilles heel.
Oh, I agree.
It's just part of good writing.
I agree. I'll let you keep going here for a second. It's my turn to run to the restroom.
Okay. I don't know what Birds of Prey was. So I am a nerd, but
Birds of Prey, if I remember it, that was the new Harley Quinn movie.
oh, okay.
And now I'll dip out for a second.
See, I haven't been big on movies lately, but I have enjoyed comics over the years, and I've read some older stuff and gotten into it over the course of my adulthood since I didn't read much as a kid. And X-Men has always been my favorite, with obviously Wolverine as the number one man through it all. And I don't know. That's just Wolverine, as invincible as he was with his healing properties and him having his crux. It's just I've loved it when you see such a superpowered person having a way to get wiped out by somebody who should be less than them. Like, don't get me wrong, Magneto is probably one of the baddest sons of bitches in any universe. I wouldn't want to mess with him, and Wolverine is too. But Wolverine is just helpless against him when he has his adamantine skeleton. In any iteration or versions where he's just bone spurs against Magneto, nothing he could do then. But once he gets the adamantine skeleton, it's over. Superman, who is supposed to be infinitely powerful, has the crux of kryptonite and magic. Green Lantern is a pretty cool superhero. I've always thought he was awesome. The color yellow and the feelings of fear strike him down like nothing else. James said, "Gotcha. I loved Gambit. Pissed they scrapped the movie." I didn't know there was actually a movie in the making. Gambit was one of my favorite X-Men with the way he powered the cards and then threw them. I actually, for quite a few years as a kid, I practiced throwing cards because Gambit was just so cool, especially in the cartoon as I was a kid. And this goes back to what Zach was talking about earlier in the stream. Ethan Van Sciver's artwork is so reminiscent of the 80s that when I was over there and I saw the comics, dude, I had a flashback to the 80s and just, like Saturday morning watching the X-Men. Like, I could hear the theme song playing in my head and go back to all those episodes. It was so awesome. So Gambit's always been such a badass in the X-Men universe. I actually, from X-Men, from the very first X-Men movie up until I think it was First Class, I've religiously watched every episode. No, it was up till Dark Phoenix. Excuse me. Up until Dark Phoenix, I've watched every movie, and I've loved all of them. I've had my issues here and there with writing or, let's say, how Deadpool was portrayed in some of the movies. It is what it is. You take your liberties in Hollywood, and you do what you can to make a buck. But X-Men has always been my personal favorite. James, give me some info out of DC, Marvel, or any comic book universe. Who is your favorite character, and why do you love them so much? It'd be something interesting to hear, something we could talk about. Maybe get your perspective on why you love them. Maybe I could talk about why I hated them, or why I didn't think they were as great as you think they do. Like, a lot of people are huge Batman fans, and while I think Batman is a great hero, I don't think he's number one like a lot of people do. Yeah, I mean, as a diehard fan, I feel like I've just got to keep watching everything that comes out because I've loved it so much. What was it? Was it The Silver Samurai or The Last Samurai? The X-Men movie. I wasn't a huge fan of it. It was pretty close, but there were some discrepancies that you could argue with during the movie. I think Zach's actually back now. I hear some static in the background. Hey, there's that beautiful motherfucker.
Well, that's because I let a 3-year-old apparently style my hair. Apparently, she's not done. I'm not done with your hair.
Hey, maybe you grow it out all luscious and long like as mine. Yeah, it look a little better. So James thinks Batman. Batman is his favorite.
Oh God, I
superhero.
told you that to begin with. He's got a Batman tattoo taking up his entire chest.
So
Like there is no
why?
joking around here.
Why? Is it because he's honestly a regular human? He might have extraordinary circumstances in his life, but why? Why was Batman so critical
Anybody
to you?
can be Batman.
Well, yes and no.
They take out the money factor. Batman was just a normal person who put in the effort to get better. When you look, he fails and fails and fails and gets back up and gets back up and drives on.
If you want to talk about the drive and determination,
we all grew up with Adam West Batman, and I think that was a big influence, whether anybody wants to admit it or not. You got a Bat-2C, all right.
Best Batman ever.
By far.
Yeah, but I mean, Batman is just an average human. He doesn't have any super strength. He's not super fast. He's not super strong. But he has taken humanity and its limits to the maximum, and reaction speed, and strength, and endurance, and mental stamina, and all of its capacities. Batman has taken it to its max. So Batman as a non-superpowered hero is absolutely amazing. But Batman as a superhero with superpowers falls short in every aspect. Even in a Spider-Man versus Batman, I would sadly give it to Spider-Man. And yeah, James, you are right. DC does play on your emotions to make you feel empathetic. It's great story writing. They have amazing storylines that are unrivaled by its competitor. They really do. But I still think as a superhero, with keywords being on the super part, that Batman would fall short versus any super-powered hero. As a human doing the best he can.
DC's for when you're older, Marvel's for when you're young. It's kind of like the concept of when you're young, you're a liberal because you want to help people, and then when you're old, you become a conservative because you realize you want to keep the money you made.
But what about when you've grown old and you haven't made any money?
Well, that's why we have socialists. But I will literally say, if you're young and smart, you strive for DC. Marvel's fun and all, but DC makes you think. DC's always been more about making you think and pushing you to be the better person and to try to always succeed. Whereas Marvel, a lot of times, it's just they get lucky.
Right, which is why I said earlier, in all aspects, Watchmen of the DC universe, I think, takes the cake in really everything. It's so dark, it's mysterious, it's powerful, it's captivating. The movie doesn't do justice. It's great. It's a great movie, don't get me wrong. But it doesn't do justice to the whole series.
No, and I think the biggest problem is a lot of them have switched over. Now, currently, one, how long's DC gonna last? I mean, AT&T bought them out, and they shut down Imprint. They shut down. How much longer is DC gonna last? I think the only reason Marvel's holding right now is because Disney's got the money to waste on paper. I mean, that's literally what it comes down to. So where's that come in at, and how much longer before DC characters end up being leased out, and they go, okay, hey, you want to write a Batman book? Cool. We're licensing. You're paying for the license to use this character for a 10 book run, and so and now everybody that wants to write a Batman book, and nothing's canon, and nothing's same with Superman. You can say it's not going anywhere. We can hope, Jimmy. We can hope it's not going anywhere. But I'm telling you, the DC right now, AT&T is cutting the chaff. They've cut down how many books they're making. The comic book industry is not what it used to realize. They stopped. writing books for the fans, they started putting too much politics and social justice into it, and they've been doing it. And it's not just DC; it's Marvel as well. The difference just is where's the big bucks at.
Now, I have a question.
Good.
So this actually, it technically, I know it didn't fall under either one in the past. I don't know if it does now, but growing up, Spawn was one of my favorite comics. The hero / villain, whatever you want to call him, Spawn.
Right.
Was amazing. I would love to see a Spawn reboot. Spawn was made by American Comics. No, Image Comics.
Yeah, and Image was an Image was a DC license. What hurt them was Justice League. It's not the comics. It's all about the movies for the comics. You're not wrong, but that's where the comic sales have fallen. They've plummeted. The comic book stores started dying off. I mean, there's a lot of issue there, and some of it it's
Hell yes on Spawn reboot. Thank you, James.
The issue comes down to when you run into it, it's everything else that goes with it. It's just when you start writing crap and you write garbage, and then you pull the nonsense that Marvel started pulling, where they started going, oh, hey, to get the one copy of this exclusive I'm forgetting the word now. It's when they do different covers, variant cover. Excuse me. But they do this exclusive variant cover. You must buy 100 copies of covers 1 and 2, which are garbage. And the book itself's garbage. And now they're shoving through. And to get this one copy that I can sell for $15, I have to buy 100 of these copies of a book that you're only going to sell 20 copies of anyways, because nobody wanted it. And that's what Marvel started doing, and they started doing 100. There's a million variant covers to every book, and then there's always they'll reboot something so that there's a new number one and a new number one. And by doing this, it's just that's what did it. They over surplus this industry, and they kept jamming in their personal politics instead of just telling a good story. And it's not just Marvel. It's not just DC. It's comics in general. That's part of what drug me into the Comicsgate ring. And that literally is, you have to. When you write comic books, when you write comic books, you're a hot dog salesman, and your job is to sell the hot dogs, not to go, well, I know you want a regular hot dog, but I have this organic vegan hot dog that I'm going to make you buy. This is all I'll sell. Well, then I'm going to go somewhere else. That's how it works. Don't get mad when I go somewhere else. And then they start calling you a racist and a this and a that and and you're a Nazi and blah, blah, blah. And you just look and go, but I just want to buy a hot dog. It's not that hard. If your customers want hot dogs, you sell them hot dogs. Your customer wants hamburgers, you sell them hamburgers. You don't force them to buy tofu. You may lose some characters within DC, but Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash will keep them afloat. In licensing, in licensing, letting other companies license out the characters to write books. Oh yeah, they're going to make mad money off licensing. AT&T is probably going to steer more towards the movies. The Justice League movie, the problem with that was, I mean, they thought they could save something that was just it was destroyed to begin with, and they didn't. They need to pick a little bit better on things. And I stand on the opposing front. I didn't mind the first Suicide Squad movie. I didn't think it was that bad. It was interesting. It was captivating. It was neat to see a different version of the Joker. It was something different. I think they could have done more with it. I think that they tried going, oh, hey, here's this Suicide Squad without doing any real introduction to these characters beforehand. So they tried to keep it all in right then and there. I noticed we talked about Birds of Prey earlier when ran off to go use the restroom, and then I found my wife found a bottle of schnapps, and I found some Jim Beam Black. So that's the only way she can deal with all this nerdiness is that we're putting up Birds of Prey. We want to watch. We've got it on the list. The whole doing the work thing and not only having so many hours, we try to watch what we're doing. Plus, trying to buy a house right now. Birds of Prey. We want to watch it, and everybody's saying, "Oh, it's a CW. It's just a CW show in a movie. It's another DC CW show in a movie form." It's like, I didn't mind some of the CW freaking the TV shows. The ones I have issue with would be like Batwoman. Who the fuck was asking for Batwoman? Excuse my language. I really tried to keep this a little kid friendly, but who was asking for Batwoman? Like, really? Nobody cared. That was not a we need this show right now. You want a strong? Yeah, I know it's rated R and it's not CW. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I couldn't understand that either, but I think they're talking a writing style in it, and I don't know. I'll watch it and we'll get back to you guys on it. But I will honestly say that we are look like the Batwoman thing. Who wanted it? We had Supergirl. It was doing decent. I think they could have tweaked it a little bit more, taken a little more of their freaking. But I mean, to shove a somewhat feminist agenda into Supergirl is expected. I mean, it's Supergirl. There's a reason they didn't name her Superwoman.
So, I want to interrupt just a little bit.
No, go right ahead.
Basically, this whole conversation about any superpower being, I've been fanboying on Marvel's side.
Right.
Marvel is more of it's a happy-go-lucky. Like, yay, everything works out in the end. The good guys win. Which is not realistic in most aspects. I do, though, absolutely love DC writing and how it is dark and mysterious. And it's not always happy. Like, I absolutely love it. Because life is not happy. DC is so much more realistic. So it becomes realism versus fantasy. And when you, in a power aspect, put realism versus fantasy, fantasy is always going to win. But when you do depth of emotion and character, and you even go against character development versus one universe against the other, DC wins in so many aspects. It's not funny. So I don't want to fanboy too much. Deadpool, I'm leaving Deadpool out of this because Deadpool breaks every rule ever.
How hard was it to keep going on that with this sitting right up there on your screen saying some nerd with a Batwoman fetish? That is the only reason we got a CW Batwoman show. Like, how hard were you trying to ignore that? Because it's 100% true. The Batwoman never should have been a thing.
I'm going to admit, I've drank enough. I didn't even see it. But
but you caught the Deadpool. But you caught the Deadpool. I see.
Yeah, because I was looking down when that popped up. But like, I love the writing of DC and how they take the human condition into supers. It's amazing. If you take childhood fantasy versus real life adult emotion, it's gonna win in writing terms every time. I had to point that out before we got too much farther than the 2.5 hours we've been into this. But I mean, stupid fights back and forth against this. I love it. But yeah, Deadpool can be in both companies. How you look at it. I honestly, I think Deadpool should be more of a Marvel than anything else, just because Deadpool is so goofy and off the wall and unrealistic and everything he says and does.
Here's what really would be better if Deadpool sat on his own, almost independent of both, because let him just be, because he is that one oddity that he can be his own thing. He can just be his own thing. It's like the old Dark Horse comics. They used to be good. Yeah. They used to be good. They're not what they used to be.
So, I was just looking at another tab, but this brings up something I wanted to point out. So we're talking about comics and how they've persisted through the ages. I was just reading on Facebook something. What about Mortal Kombat? How a video game and light movie Enterprise has persisted. What do you guys think about Mortal Kombat and its entirety, basically? From the beginning till now, it's changed so much.
Right? Has it though? I mean, really? I mean, you stop and look at all these. Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds
Reynolds.
just owns Deadpool at this point. I mean, they can't do
Yeah.
anything without him. But no,
Absolutely.
oh, that looked really creepy. The way the TV was reflecting on my eyes, it looked like it was just the whites of my eyes showing. It was kind of a little weird. That creeped me out. Well, no, because I mean, we can drift this back a whole different stretch too. Because you take the stretch into like. Just the way they're doing with everything, taken into the Doctor Who universe. They took Doctor Who and what they SJW'd it, and when say SJW'd it, it destroyed. They fucked up the last game. So exactly right there. All these systems, all be it, and I don't mean like gaming systems. I'm talking all these like different formats. You got your comics. You've got everything else. Cool things they proposed to come out with. Exactly. They do that with everything. So I mean, you look at that. They just start with garbage. I mean, they keep doing all this garbage. And there used to be the Batman curse. You couldn't make a Batman video game. They would all be garbage. Look at the Arkham Knight series, and they're supposed to be coming out with another Arkham. Yeah, Arkham Knight.
I was a fan.
Yeah, Arkham. They got another Arkham game coming out soon.
I was a fan of Arkham Knights.
You know what else I'm a fan of? Another fan of Knights of the Old Republic, KOTOR. Not the Old Republic like MMORPG, but like the original Xbox Knights of the Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2. They're making a third one, supposedly.
I cannot comment on anything Star Wars. I have not watched a single movie, a single episode.
Play the game?
No, I've not played a single game, watched a single movie, watched a single episode of any anime or cartoon. I know so little about, I know quite a bit about Star Wars, but I've seen so little, it's not funny.
How have you gotten through life?
Like any red-blooded American, I live. Like, I did not say, "May the 4th be with you" to a single person.
Either. I looked and said, "Corona, get away from me." I have my mask on. Corona.
Rona, get away.
But no, I mean, and trust me, I mean, we've got the other thing. We'll kick back to like comic books too, because I don't know enough about like the Mortal Kombat. I don't know enough. I just know that it's another thing that they keep burning out, and they keep burning it up. They just. There's too much nonsense. Everybody's trying to one up somebody with their bright idea, and their bright idea is the dumbest. But the other thing, like pops are what's keeping comic book shops afloat right now. These little collectibles, that's what's keeping them afloat, and it's pops. You can buy them at GameStop too, though. So, Christ. I mean, and that's why we're losing mom and pop shops for the comic book games. About time for Arkham.
Mom and pop shops have been suffering for a long time, and that goes beyond comic books. Yeah, I mean, even into TCGs. Like, I'm a Magic fan. I can bring everything back to Magic. Your mom and pop shops are called LGSs in the Magic community, and LGSs have been destroyed in any of the recent communities.
We might have to try that out. Apparently, the new Arkham game is out. I didn't know it was out yet. Is it just a demo? I don't. Did they? I guess I didn't even catch the title when they released it. I just knew they were coming out with a new Star Wars Fallen Order. Yeah, that one's good. It's just, oh my God, the problem with Fallen Order is they literally, you go to do something and you can't even complete that world, like a section of that world, without backtracking and then coming back and then backtracking and then going somewhere else, and they got this giant circle.
All right. I gotta piss. I don't know how long it's been since I pissed last, but holy fuck, I gotta go.
Like an hour, half an hour. I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, that the Star Wars Fallen Order is yeah, that one's it's good. I'm impressed, but God, they made it so difficult. It's fun though. I will give you it's 100% fun. You're right. We can't see him. He ran away. Oh no. Arkham Legacy. Arkham Legacy. Okay. When's it coming out? Yeah. Very difficult. But fun. I put it down for a little while because I went back to playing the Batman games. They had a nice sale on them on the PlayStation Network, and so we downloaded. They're like, "Oh, hey, here's the collector's set. Mind you, don't worry, you can't play the first one." Yeah, they got me there. It's not compatible with the PlayStation 4, but don't worry, you can get the other two. It's like, okay, well, I just played this on my old Xbox 360, so I'll just jump right to the Arkham Knight. And holy hell. The one problem with the Arkham games, the Riddler missions in all the Arkham games are just annoying. I suck at any driving game. All right, and you know, Jimmy was there for my first deployment, and I was at one point deemed the worst driver in the squad. I think I'm the one who ripped the gate down. I don't remember what I did. I was the worst driver in the squad, and then Josh took in not you, Josh, but another Josh took in did something. Sergeant No was like, no, you're the worst driver in the squad. It's like, yeah, you haven't let me drive in like 3 months, so I guess somebody else can take the title. And now I drive a semi-truck. That's the smartest thing anybody could have done, was give me the keys to a freaking 80,000-pound vehicle. Ugh. Yeah, have you haven't played that yet? Then the Star Wars Fallen Order, you haven't touched that one at all. That one's hard. It is hard. Yeah, you literally go off to to do the missions, and then you get to a point they're like, oh hey, and you're trying to figure out, how do I do this? And you have to figure out on your own. You have to backtrack to go somewhere else to get the skill to come back, so you can do that one thing to keep going. It was horrible. Horrible. Oh, there's another one. I forgot about that one. Why did I not bring that one up? Let's close that out. Bring this up. This is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Hold on. Can I find this? Indiegogo. Oh my God. This is great. I should really do like some of this research beforehand instead of thinking of things on the fly.
I've said that how many times? To have
Reddit?
a plan for what we talk about?
Okay, they're announcing the Batman game in June, apparently. Okay, why won't you let me click campaigns, contributions? Oh, here it is. All caps comics. All right, let's screen share so you can see what I'm doing. That way you don't think I'm just being...
Let's crash Chrome again, viewers.
Right? Okay.
Oh, wow, it worked.
I know, right?
I hate to tell you though, Zach, we are down to 3 viewers, which are probably me, your wife, and James.
Right. Yeah. John Malin here. He's out of Detroit, actually.
Oh, he's not too far away.
No. Richard Meyer, though, here, he did The Expendables. That's hilarious, too. He actually got Stallone to help write a book. He took The Expendables and actually wrote a comic book. he did the Jawbreakers thing. But no, here it is. And Richard Meyer is a former Marine.
So James is putting his boys to bed real quick. So
okay.
You have my inebriated attention.
Yeah. You're stuck inside. She isn't. It literally is a comic book. There's one problem she can't wash her hands of. Not to waste perfectly good quarantine, out-of-work bartender Clarissa Banks ventures from her tiny Brooklyn apartment to the empty skyscrapers of Wall Street for a little economic redistribution. A broad daylight heist with no security on site. What could be easier? But when she is surprised by an emergency board meeting, Clarissa learns everything about the current pandemic. Fleeing for her life, Clarissa must find a way to share what she's learned without being killed or discredited. Blah, blah, blah.
Now, I wonder how many...
Pandemic tells a story of global threat that is hidden in plain sight. Non-political, written and updated as the situation evolves. An experiment in topical adventure fiction.
So this has everything to do with what's going on right now.
Everything to do with what's going on right now.
What's the name of this? I would love to check it out.
Pandemic. This one closed. Let's see. Let's go back. There's a second one up here. Yeah. So this one's still open. $15 for the book. $15. Plus shipping. And shipping's like $10, something like that.
So not bad at all.
No, not at all. Yeah. But she's stuck inside. Or you're stuck inside. She isn't. Yeah. I mean, look at that. She's like, look, these people are like about to fuck her world up. Look at that. As she robs a place. Wouldn't that suck? I'm an out-of-work bartender. Is this fucking AOC? Like, what the hell's going on here?
So I hate to start bringing this stream to an end, but
yeah, we're nearly at that point right now.
Look, absolutely. I've been drinking and I'm still eating to recover. Yeah, it's bedtime for Mr. Josh.
It is almost. It is very nearly. But we'll round this out. We have. Let's see. Let's view on YouTube because I didn't really want to do it that way, but okay. I'm doing good. God. Be nice if my computer worked the way it was supposed to right now. I don't want to actually view it. I want to. Yeah. See, now I hear myself talking. This is not good. Oh, God, because my mouse disappeared. There we go.
I think it'll be an interesting video to watch when I'm sober completely to see everything that went on.
That's a horrible idea. Why would you even think about doing that?
For the lulz, but I mean, it is what it is at this point.
Your channel. 10 terrifying Batman animated suit. That's weird that we're talking about this, and that came up. YouTube Studio. Come on. Let's look at our graphics now. Oh, we have 13 subscribers now. Let's see. I know it's starting to turn into a Nick. As my wife said, a Nick and Josh show. It is turning into a Nick and Josh show,
where Nick is ironically named Zach.
Sorry, yeah, I did 100% screw that up at one point. I'm not even joking. Oh wow. I'm looking at analytics right now. Right, we are currently live, and we've had 22 views throughout the day.
That's not bad.
No, that's people jumping in, jumping out. Some guy making some comments. I don't know. Like, it really bothers me. Like, that was. I'm gonna backtrack back to that one because they are obviously long gone. That was a trap. If I've ever
the Justice for Noah.
That was a trap. All right, we're gonna backtrack this. This is. I kid you not. This is a trap. Like right here. Come on. Do you support justice for? I don't know. Again, Jan. Like you don't even know what you're typing right now. And then this other person.
So now we're
Gomer TV
bullying this
is-
motherfucker. Is
is
that
the-
what you're saying?
Is
Are
the
you
same.
being a bully?
No.
I can't be a part of this.
Yes,
You're
you
a
can.
bully. Yeah, you're Anakin.
Probably. That's besides the point.
Because they said we had a chance to leave, but we didn't. I'm sorry, but if you're going to stick around and take the abuse,
put user in timeout, block user. Oh, I had that option this whole time. I'm wondering if who is Mr. Gomer TV? Like, I don't understand. Who are these people? I don't. Like, it's like, you come in, you came out of nowhere, and you didn't even freaking like my video. What is wrong with you? Like, if you're going to ask stupid questions, you can at least, like, fake subscribe to my channel.
Dude, you have 1 like on the video.
I have no idea.
From.
I have no idea. It doesn't tell me those things. And anybody who's joined the stream, or subscribed, I don't know. The only person I've seen that subscribed was Esco. Esco subscribed because he said so. Which that was so weird. I was not expecting these people to jump in on this at all.
Hey, I'm glad to interact with old acquaintances or friends. It's cool.
That's what I was hoping to be after at some point. Thank God the coronavirus stuck these people at home and they had nothing better to do than to watch us fucking talk nonsense right now. Oh my God. And maybe if they share this with their friends,
maybe they'll avoid us too. But my offer's still open. If I decide to cut this luscious head of hair and trim the
I think you should.
Beard.
I think you should.
We'll live stream it and talk about whatever y'all want. Just leave a comment and let us know.
I mean, if Jimmy came back, we would so freaking be like, hey, we'll just ask you right now. You stuck it out this long. If he comes back, you stuck it out this long. You decide right now. Does he shave his head and trim that down to a goatee or not? And we can dye it pink. You don't work a job you have to look classy for.
No, I just package drugs for a living.
Right. Medicinal drugs, like actual medicinal drugs.
Like literal pharmaceutical drugs.
Yeah. In fact, to do a job like that, you're supposed to look weird.
You're not wrong.
We have she really just wants to get rid of this pink hair dye. She's got extra of, I think, because she's like, I just said I'll dye his hair pink. I'll dye his hair pink. She said it like 4 times in the last 2 minutes.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. There it is. Like, comment, subscribe.
No, hit the notification bell. You forgot the notification bell.
Dude, I don't YouTube. Okay? Just do the things. Do the things, and I'll do the thing with the pink hair dye. Live stream.
Wait.
And we'll talk about...
Will you pink hair dye?
No, because that would just...
Dye your skin?
Yeah, no. You're high. Not happening.
Oh, God. Should he dye his goatee pink?
No. Hard no.
She said what color pink? She has more than one color.
Oh, my God. Just... We're at 2 hours and 47 minutes. Just end this already.
Yeah, I might as well suffer you out to 3. We might as well go full force and hit the 3.
All right.
Why not? We are
Y'all
almost
have
there.
12 minutes and 3 seconds. Depraved topics. I'll talk about it.
23 views. You're at 23 views now. Somebody else hopped in for half a second at least. 23 views. Now that doesn't mean 23 original views either. That can count. I'm pretty sure people dropping out and jumping back in. We won't get those details until later. We won't get those until much later.
Well,
yeah.
I think what I'll do for one of the next streams
is actually show up.
Yes. But you know how you can set up one of the Text Now apps on your phone and get your own phone number for people to text? I'll set one of those up, and you can put it in the the title thingamajobber, text us. We'll talk about whatever.
We've got an email even. Oh yeah. There's ways to do the YouTube polls, but I don't know that we have enough subscribers to actually get a successful. You got to manage Twitter. We're gonna have to go Twitter and get big.
Nope. We're gonna do the YouTube stuff with the things we don't know how to do. So just
I have an Instagram.
Text me on the telephone.
Where's your Instagram?
Mr. Zac over here doesn't know what he's doing.
I'm this way for you.
Yeah. Touch fingers. Do it. Come on, I'm right there. Don't let me down.
High five.
No, we're touching.
Have you seen the new Trolls? It's Pinky Promise. That's the dumbest thing I think we've done yet. Pinky Promise. It's a Pinky Promise.
All right.
How did we have? Okay, we had people people I know that jumped in, which is neat that it happened the first time. But there are also people that Nick would have known, and it's hilarious that he wasn't here.
So
Nick hates us apparently, so we'll hate Nick.
Nick, fuck off. Show up next time. No more night hikes.
No, Nick wasn't the night hike.
I don't know.
Nick wasn't the night hike.
Who was the night hike?
My other cousin.
What's his name?
I wasn't going there until he jumps on one day.
Okay, so other cousin that's related to him that I may or may not be related to as well.
You're not at all. Makes it even you might actually like him then. He's not related to you. We'll start this show all over again. If you're related to us, you're sure as hell not on here for 3 hours. Let's go with that.
Right? So in the future, to anybody who can stick us out for even an hour straight, I love you. Thank you so much. You are the backbone of our show.
Well, that's true, but how much have you drank if you're telling random people that you don't know that you love them?
If you talk just on stream, not much more than this here bottle. If you talk about before stream, I'm not going there.
Oh, you know the best part is, I think Black would remember some of these people too.
Black,
the other Zach with the Nick and Zac Show.
Oh, okay. So yeah. James never came back after putting his boys to bed.
No, he did not. But I mean, we're writing it out to hit that last that 3 hour mark. Got just under 9 more minutes. We'll write it out. We'll hit it because we hit some YouTube algorithms that way. We're not getting any money out of this, so we might as well just go to see and tell Nick that it's actually worth him listening to. That this one he really has to jump in on, and he's got to listen to it, so we waste 3 hours of his life instead of just 2 hours and 52 minutes.
I would actually be interested to see like a total number of interactions, like how many people commented, how many people jumped in and out on this video. It's been 3 hours, and no offense, but it's been 3 hours of hell with you, Zac.
Yeah, my wife made the mistake of marrying into this family,
and she's the crazy one because she chose it.
She regrets meeting you still to this day.
Ouch! I thought she liked me, dude. That kind of hurts. Like I thought we got along. Video analytics. No.
Hey, here when everything else without throwing everything of your life on blast. When everything else is finished, then she'll like you again. But you introduced somebody else into her circle of knowledge of people, and she still was waiting for that to be done finally. No. At that point, she's happy for it to be done, and she'll be like, "Oh, hey, it's safe to come around again. We're okay."
So hold on. You go back to the big picture of us.
Oh, the big picture. For any girls who may be watching, even though we've seen that it's all guys, any girls that are watching, Josh is on the dating scene again. He will clean up this head mess that he has going on right now and
Hold
make
on,
himself
Hey,
presentable.
shut the fuck up. If I get lady interest, yeah, I will make myself. I will get a nice haircut. I'll clean shaven if you want. I'll get a nice trimmed up beard. I'll do a lot of things that I can't talk about on YouTube without this becoming rated R for you. But you were talking about who I introduced into your wife's life, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna go into.
I apologize that somebody else introduced that to your life. Well, I mean, you got the benefit. You got your kids out of it. I mean,
So okay, I want to.
There is the upsides.
Yes, there are upsides, but there are funny downsides, and I want to talk about a funny downside today. You know how Facebook has its memories or this day in history bullshit that you can look at?
Oh, God.
You know what happened 5 years ago today? 5 years ago today, I posted a status on Facebook talking about the second time I found out somebody was unfaithful. You know what an idiot I was not to just end all that shit right then and there? Especially when this guy was talking about how I don't care that he called me a worthless husband because that's whatever. But when you start talking about how somebody's a worthless dad and how you're going to come take care of his kids, that's a different
question. Here's the question, right? One, we're not going down this rabbit hole with less than 4 minutes or just less than 5 minutes left. But what I will say is, Josh is back on the dating scene, and he'll clean this stuff up. That way, we can be on the dating scene, and we'll get him up on that Twitter, whatever it is. We'll get him up on that, and then we'll go from there into apparently Tinder, and we'll have him doing that.
Thank God you said Tinder instead of any of the other ones.
Plenty of fish.
I'm POF. Actually on POF. I'm on
Instagram.
I'm on Tinder, but I don't know how the hell
Facebook has
works.
Dating. If you on your Facebook,
but I don't know how that works either.
I don't know why it's like if I open up that setting things, it's like dating available. It's like I'm registered on this. It says married. And they're like, we have a dating thing. It's like, did you put that on for my wife so that she can be like, trust me, we'll find someone better?
I mean,
because, like, you're dragging me through 3 hours of this horse shit going on this YouTube from the other room. She's like, you're lucky we're Catholic because that's a lot of paperwork. Like, the courts are easy. The paperwork, the church is hard.
Does your wife not have any single friends? Shasta!
He's yelling for you. He's asking if you have any single friends.
Yeah. I mean, I'm single. I own my own house. I work full time. I have my own car. I am even getting pretty much full time custody of my kids.
I would say the one, but the one's not single anymore.
Whatever. Not married. You want to have some fun? I'm drunk. I don't know better right now.
No? When the one was born, it had resemblance to you and me that wouldn't have to her. Nope. But that's about as close as it gets.
Nope.
I figured not. That's the closest thing she has to a single friend. She has a crazy friend who will be single in like another 3 days because she's single and dating constantly back and forth. And I think half of them is in her head.
I'm trying to keep this under rated R, so I won't say what I'm looking for. This one's right now.
For a change, this one's real, but the one was like, it's weird.
But yes, Facebook, lots of fun when you look at bad memories and you're like, what the fuck was I thinking 5 years ago?
Delete so you don't have to look at it 6 years.
No, I actually think I think it's pretty funny because what the fuck was I actually thinking?
I think I'm going to clean this up. It's do a haircut. It's the quarantine lockdown. The hair is done. I think we're out of quarantine lockdown. I had a haircut actually right before this.
I mean,
oh my God! I have to wait till the 28th. We're on lockdown till the 28th still.
I thought the ones are opening.
No, that's Michigan. That might be Michigan.
I mean, somebody comment how you want it cut, and I'll think about it.
How about take and just like trim out the sides and leave the top? Have them clean it up and leave the top.
No, the top's too long.
That's why I said trim. Clean it up.
No.
Have them fade it in, but leave the thickness right here so it slowly fades, like a low fade into that.
See, that's what I did last time, and I like how it looks for like the first week and a half.
Right, and then it looks like you have to go every week to get your hair cut. The
Yeah.
other downside, though, is she can't go to a salon yet. They're opening soon, though.
It's supposed to be
Oh,
May
wait.
15th in Ohio.
Wait. May 29th, stay at home. So they're going to slowly open things up. It just depends on what it is.
Yeah, see, I don't get that. The stay-at-home order is actually longer than they're opening up restaurants and saloons and bars and bullshit. Like, we're supposed to stay at home until the 29th, but a lot of this shit is opening up earlier.
I think they're doing it that way people can still remain on voluntary layoff for medical purposes. That and I'll put it out there, same thing I've said before. DeWine is trying to make a name for himself.
I made more on unemployment than I make working 40 hours a week. I made more on unemployment than I would make working 70 hours a week with 30 hours of overtime.
Here's your problem with unemployment, though. They aren't taking people's taxes out of it, so they're going to be screwed in January.
You have the choice. You have the choice to either have taxes taken out or not have taxes taken out.
From what I hear, a lot of people, it's just that $600 is automatically showing up from the federal side without taxes taken out.
The $600 is, from what I originally read, on taxable income. Well, employment or unemployment is
the $1,200 is. Otherwise, they need to take and give me the equivalent of working that $600 untaxed.
No, unemployment gets a $600 per week stimulus.
It's a stipend. Basically. It's not a stimulus. It'll get taxed. It'll get taxed because the only thing I've seen that's been untaxed is the $1,200 stimulus.
We're almost at 3 hours and 1 minute now. We needed 3 hours. We're done. We're done.
Yeah, but we got on a fair topic.
We did.
That topic is unemployment right now. That's the problem people are facing, is literally trying to get people to go, hey, yeah, I'll go back to work because they make more on unemployment. It's a real thing. It really is.
Yeah, and it's not fair to anybody who has been an essential employee this whole time.
A mandatory essential.
Yeah. Like, I am technically an essential employee in my field of work. We make prescription drugs. I have to go to work. But I was unemployed for a few weeks. And I made $900 plus a week on unemployment, where I make less than $400 a week working 40 plus hours a week. It makes no sense.
Yeah, I took a 40% pay hit, so I know the feeling. I mean, it just, whether you realize it or not, everybody's like, you live off of what you make, and you know how to live off of that. And so when you take a pay hit, you run into that issue. It's pretty bad. And on this, I have learned 100% that Batman's better than Iron Man. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We have an email address. It's a Nick and Zac Show. Follow us on Facebook, which is Nick and Zac Show.
And next time, leave a comment saying Iron Man will beat the hell out of Batman any day of the week, and I'll give you a shout out next time I'm on here.
We also have Instagram. You're gonna monitor this thing for every comment after the video. Are you serious right now?
I swear to God. Next time you send me a message, I will get on and be like, hey, we had 16 people saying Iron Man.
God, it means I don't have to try to follow the freaking chat.
You're welcome. Send me a check in the mail.
But I'll pay you 2% of everything I make. And this is a non-monetized video, so.
Well, 2% of everything you make includes everything you make. That's even your work.
I don't make that money. That goes to my wife. YouTube's the only money I make.
Nope. We have. You're gonna edit this out and just screw me out of my 2% of your weekly earnings. Damn it.
No, I don't edit video, but that's besides the point. No, that's my wife's money because see, I do this nifty thing called give my wife the money to pay the bills, and she makes sure the bills are paid.
Bills are overrated,
Oh yeah, that's probably true.
especially when the Rona shuts everything down.
Well, no, then bills are a necessity, and people don't want to pay them.
No,
They
because
expect everybody to pay them.
because rent gets thrown out the window, mortgages get thrown out the window. You get basically stipends on your electric bill, like a lot of the small villages and corporations in the area, except for the one you live in because they're stingy motherfuckers.
Oh, don't worry, they didn't. They did not waive the fee for paying online either.
Yeah, every cent your town can get, they'll get out of you.
But no, don't worry. Like for my car payment and stuff, they're like, there's no fees for anything right now. I'm like, good. They're like, you're good. It's like, good. I don't want a deferment. I just want to pay. I want it done. I understand how deferments work. I'm good.
Oh shit! Sorry, distracted by something on the other screen.
Oh no. You're good. You are good. So, if we can get this kind of attention later, all we need to do is get people to like and subscribe, and we get to the point that we make at least just enough money that I can pay for StreamYard. We'll be good. Otherwise, I mean, it's coming out of your pocket. The money I would pay you, I would put into StreamYard instead.
Well, whatever. We'll make money eventually.
Oh yeah. That's a besides the point.
Hey, even if it's just enough to pay for the hand sanitizer we need because of the Rona.
Okay, if you can please God ever find me a bottle of Anheuser-Busch hand sanitizer, I want one so I can keep it for my great grandkids. So I can be like, hey, this hand sanitizer, you know.
Everybody, be safe.
As all that hand sanitizer falls off your hands into your drinking glass as you go, oh crap, and don't even realize.
On my lap.
What's a little more alcohol?
This one doesn't smell as good.
Watching right now, we welcome you for watching us. Thank you for your last minute jumping back in. If it is Jimmy, we appreciate your input. You kept the conversation going, and hopefully it entertains like 3 other people later when they watch this video afterwards. Actually, we've done decent. We've got we'll see. This is not a live update. This one is not doing live update. Let's find out. Refresh. This is questions nobody asked.
Get answered.
24 views. Total of watch time hours 8.4 when you add everybody together, I guess, if that makes any sense.
Not bad.
Yeah, I'm sure it's nonsense. But okay, like, subscribe. I guess comment. Josh is watching those. Subscriptions matter. Shockingly, likes do too. We'll try to come to you guys at a later date. Maybe Nick will actually show up, but we don't even know if he's real anymore. So, you guys, he could be a cyborg. I mean, it could be one of those Elon Mustangs. You go on, watch him on his most recent thing on Joe Rogan. He'll really creep you out with his Neuralink thing. He said he's going to be able to make paraplegics walk.
That would be interesting.
Just with an implant in your brain. So, yeah, I'd watch that. It's creepy. And his kid's name is, I can't even, it's
AEX12.
Yeah, it's actually, when he explains it, like where it came from, it's actually kind of cool.
Right. I mean, it sounds cool, but that kid's gonna hate his life growing up because of his name.
No. I think the X is a placeholder. They said.
Well, we'll see.
A later decision.
We'll see what happens.
I don't know. He was named after some stealth aircraft. Frickin', that's the A-12 or the AE-12 or whatever is a stealth aircraft program. The Archangel program. Yeah. So, but you guys have a good night. Thank you for joining us. Whoever the 2 people are that are following us still to this moment, we'll see if we can come to you at here still again this weekend, and we'll let you guys know. Josh apparently has nothing better to do this weekend, anyways. Maybe we'll just give him the the stuff, and he can go on that their PlayStation he's got and just live stream his gameplay, because people apparently don't watch that at all. I tried it. It was horrible.
Play video games, really. I'm gonna sit here, talk to Zach, hate my life, and drink my Patron.
All right, you guys have a good night. We'll catch you later.